Got the right
exactly
mix.
right.
I like it.
Update. So we were just talking a second ago, and Ireland sent me the picture of Victor Wembanyama and said he sent it to Lisa, and she had no idea who it was. And he asked if Susan would know. Okay? I sent it to Susan. So here's her response, right? So I just sent it to her. Is that Bobby's classmate that lived near Kim?
Is she being serious?
Yes. Oh. Yes. So Victor Wembanyama has not entered the zeitgeist of a certain population of this.
You got to become
area.
champion first.
I guess so.
Then you'll know.
So.
You got to be on the Wheaties box. Then
feeling
you'll know.
good. I'm feeling good.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go.
How are you, Chris?
I'm amazing.
You're
you know,
good?
Speaking of Susan, where she works, I will be Thursday morning at my old stomping ground where I almost died, you know.
I did know.
Cappy and I will be doing a special 1-year celebration show Thursday morning at St. Joseph's Hospital. It's not fan-facing. We're just there with the doctors and the doctors that helped me and my ICU nurse, Katie Cornell, my cardiologist. We're kind of celebrating. They're calling it the 1 year still standing show.
I like that.
But Susan should come on over.
She will. I don't know if she's working that day, but she is. If you really want her to, she
tell
will.
her, Susan, come on over.
What, it's Thursday?
Thursday morning.
This Thursday.
This Thursday. So we're at St. Joseph's, Cappy and I, on Thursday. Then Friday, we're doing a fan-facing remote at the Vision Works in Fullerton, in which we're giving out the new Sonato and Cap Morning Show T-shirts.
She's working. I just checked the schedule. I'll send her over.
Imagine the Susan Morales picture.
Just
getting sent to you directly. Before it even hits the social media bird.
Okay.
Just sent to you directly.
Do you know where you're going to be at St. Joe's?
In the lobby.
In the lobby.
Right. So it's funny because on these calls, they've been like, well, Chris, you know the lobby. And I'm like, nope.
No, you don't.
I don't. I came into the emergency room, and I was ambulanced out.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. All right. I will let her know.
So
I will let her know. She'll swing through.
Oh, it's going to be beautiful.
All right. She knows she runs that place.
I know.
All right.
All right, beautiful. DeMarco, how are you now? I'm excited about this because one of my bits that I do, it depends on where I'm at. Okay. If I'm in Anaheim in my house, I will stop by the 7-Eleven on Ball Road before I head to the train station. And many times I run into people that now have gotten the bit. Hey, Morales. A couple people have been like, you look familiar. And I'm like, yeah, you must follow ESPN LA. Because the 7-Eleven coffee, because I'll make coffee at home by like 3 o'clock when I wake up, and then I'll have a few cups. But I like the 7-Eleven.
Good coffee.
To take on through the train.
Yeah.
And they give you the nice cup. I don't have to worry about a travel mug and getting it back home, all that. And then there's one in Whittier next to 70's house. I'll stop by on Saturday mornings on my way to the golf course. Beto has now joined the train of the 7-Eleven coffee crew.
No way. Okay.
Are you joining now? By this extra large cup in the studio when I'm here, I feel like you are joining the 7-Eleven coffee crew.
I don't know if I'm joining the club because I used to drink 7-Eleven coffee a long time ago.
It's not a bad item. So you went to the one up here on Fig.
Yeah, but I was like you. I needed to add more to the mix, and I needed coffee, and I'm not sure about Starbucks anymore. Is that bad?
What are you not sure about?
I don't know.
So I only drink espresso from Starbucks. I'll only drink an Americano. Their regular coffee, it makes me, even with the Lexapro, it still gives me anxiety, and it makes my stomach hurt.
I keep hearing that about Starbucks
because it's like triple roasted.
Okay, like people I know that drink coffee, and I'm just going to go to a Starbucks and grab a drip, and they go, "Ooh, don't do that."
Well, it doesn't taste that great.
Is that what it is?
Great. It's convenient. There's a difference. But see,
I just tell them I want the caffeine. I can care how it tastes.
So go to Illy at the JW.
Yep.
Okay.
Or go to 7-Eleven.
Well, I went back to 7-Eleven. I'm driving by. I was on Fig, and this is the one that's over to the right side.
Across from where I walked to.
Correct.
To get to the subway to Union Station.
That's the one I thought you went to.
Now, sometimes at that 7-Eleven, though, things get cray over at that 7-Eleven.
There's a gas station there.
They have no, not that one. Oh. That's the one on Olympic. He's talking about the one across from 7th and Fig.
There's no parking?
There's no parking. So it's right there.
Why you go to that one?
Because it was on that side of the road, and I wanted some coffee. And Chris popped into my head. It's lit. Oh, you know what?
Don't you love when I pop in your head?
Oh, 7-Eleven coffee.
I slide right into that.
Will you stop?
Just for the record, Starbucks is fine.
Is it
no,
really?
it doesn't taste good.
Well,
and it bothers some people's stomach.
Yeah.
And for me, it gives me anxiety, but not the espresso.
The espresso,
I drink Americanos all the time.
The best coffee chain place is Pete's.
I'm a Phil's guy.
But Phil's is good, too. Phil's is very expensive.
Not that expensive.
Just
Wait,
for
what did I tell
coffee?
you about this guy? Huh?
Yeah.
Squeezes the quarter till the eagle screams.
Phil's is a special treat.
Well,
a drip at Phil's is like $3.
Blue bottle's good.
I like 7-Eleven. It's always been good.
Fine.
I didn't know where it was. I was looking for the old school diner pours.
Oh, yeah.
And
no, you got
they
this
had
one
the
now.
canisters,
yeah.
and they were kind of behind.
Yeah, so it's the canister. But let me give you a little tip.
Yeah.
If it's past noon, and you want something that doesn't, it's 4 a.m., and I love our friends at 7-Eleven, but it's been sitting since 4 a.m. Go to an AM PM now. Because the AM PM has new machines, almost all of them, where it grinds it immediately. So it'll make a fresh cup. It's single cup servings now. So you go up to the little machine, you say what size, and it'll grind it right in front of you. Grinder.
Is there AM PM on Fig too? I think there is. Okay.
Maybe way down. Fig.
Perfect.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know about the Fig. Maybe way down there.
Okay.
Maybe like Skid Row and stuff. So you can pick up multiple things over there if you need to.
Don't do that.
So I like that you're part of the 7. We're going to take a selfie with the 7-Eleven coffee cup.
We are?
This may change my opinion on you in many meetings moving forward.
Well, I mean, I wasn't trying for membership. Like I said, I just wanted the coffee, and this is great coffee, but if I can join the club,
as somebody
I'll join
once
the club.
said, once you're in, there's no getting out of this thing.
Oh, my God. Well, let me.
There's no quitting this thing. There's no retiring from
like
this
skull
thing.
and bones over here, man. Yeah.
Well, I have been said that recently, I don't know if you saw the social media in which George Sedano and I engaged, and a friend from a crosstown radio station tweeted it and said, you guys are really promoting this. I happen to like that person, by the way, and I texted him and said, hey, thanks for the love.
Thank you for looking out.
Listen, there's no bad PR in my book.
So you've said.
George Sedano may have been upset because I simply asked a question, and I set it up saying I knew I was going to, get him a little upset.
Mm-hmm.
And I cleared it with Berkey first because, Berkey, I know he's your content coach. He's my content coach.
Sure.
I said I'm going to get him riled up yesterday morning when I said, how do we know JJ Redick is the head coach for the future? Not he should be fired today. Not he's got to go because they got steamrolled by the Celtics. Just how do we know he's the long-term option?
I don't think we do.
I think that's a fair question, right?
Do too. I don't think it's an unfair question.
Now, DeMarco, I feel
we had the same question, didn't we?
I think it's a fair question because he really has not had the full complement of what you would hope to have a coach have. Now, with him using what he has had, I think he's done a pretty good job with. But when he gets, whether it's this three-headed monster and you get them for the last, 26 now, D? 26 games left of the season?
Correct.
Whether or not you lose some of them along the way. But I don't think you can evaluate a guy. You're asking him to cook a meal with 2 ingredients.
Yeah.
That's really hard to do.
I got so many doubts. I don't know. By the time you are good, he may not be here. But that was a fair question. Why did he blow up?
Well, that's just George being George.
That's just George being George.
Yeah,
okay.
He doesn't. I'm not a ball knower in his book, which is fine.
Oh.
But here's the thing: you say
ball
he
knowers.
doesn't have the ingredients, and we can ask Trudell when he comes in here later on. He's got Austin Reeves.
Mm-hmm.
He's got LeBron James.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got Luka Doncic.
But he hasn't had all three at the same time very often.
He did though.
For what? 10 games? That's not a lot.
I mean, I would think if you have those 3 guys on the court, you could put up an effort against the Boston Celtics
I think the effort
without
thing,
Jason Tatum.
Okay, fair enough. I think the effort thing is a very fair point. I think it's a point I agree with. But you could also make the case that when you've been waiting for this three-headed monster to come together and you really haven't had it for an extended run, did they lay an egg against Boston? Absolutely. Did they roll over? I think so. I think James Worthy thinks so. I think that was a very ugly day. But I don't know if that is just, okay, he doesn't know what he's doing. I think it was a horrible day. Let's see what happens next. Let's see what happens over these last 25, 26 games. Let's see what happens at the end of the season, whether that's with LeBron, without LeBron, new players, Austin Reeves traded or signed in trade or re-signed and brought back with new players. Until you have a long run with these guys. Last year is his first year in the league. He had Anthony Davis for a period of time. Then he didn't. Then he had Luka Doncic. Then LeBron was gone. It's just there was never any consistency for the entire time he's been here. So I don't think it's a fair evaluation to say, is he or isn't he, when you just haven't had enough of a run with the team that you would hope to have.
I totally agree. And like I said, with how this team is constructed, I think that loss to Boston was very illuminating outside of the effort part of it. But it's been the same story. When you face an athletic team, they run you off the court. It's just
bullied you off the court on Sunday,
big time.
Yeah.
So, but
on Pat Riley's statue day.
Right. But still,
by the way, that's not nothing.
Of course, it's not nothing.
Yeah.
Michael McDonald.
Yeah.
Was singing the national anthem. He was part of the speech in the celebration.
But
now we're getting somewhere.
Stephanie and I's phones were blowing up at Reeves. People saying, "Wow, Beto tried to get him to record a greeting for us."
Yes,
but he just said, "Hey, bro, I got to do the national anthem, Jack."
You laid an egg. I got you. But remember, you are 1 game out of the 3 seed. Explain that.
And that's what you did against the Celtics.
Right. I got it.
But you're just cherry picking 1 point.
And
to
I've
make
seen them
your
get
point,
smashed
which
before.
I get.
Guess what?
No, I know what you're doing.
And I'm not like jumping on you or saying you're wrong. I'm just, how do you explain that? But I'm with him. there's no way to really evaluate JJ right now. The team has changed like 5 times.
And 5 might be too low.
Mike Trudell has texted me. He says, I'm listening and I have an answer for you. Be over soon, and I can't wait to nudge you.
Oh, God.
Did he really say, I can't wait to nudge you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Every time Trudell does that, it just kind of makes me think a little differently.
You know,
he's kind of what?
He's kind of
what? Kind of what?
You know,
be careful now.
I'm just saying.
He's what?
Kinda, I'm as surprised as you are. I'm Mike Trudell and nudging people. I'd never thought that would be in his
It's an upset. It's an upset.
That's what I'm saying.
It was way down the odds board.
Yeah, either he's changed or he was just...
Or he's been outed.
Listen,
right.
Yeah.
Listen, people like to explore. By the way, tune in to DeMarco and Travis all week for your chance to win a pair of tickets to Pechanga Resort Casino's annual wine festival and Chocolate Decadence.
Yeah, baby.
I think that's what they call DeAndre on the street, Chocolate Decadence. Saturday, March 7th, when you hear the cue to call, get ready to sweet talk your way into a night of chocolate and wine. Visit Pechanga.com for details and tickets. Cheers. By the way, I heard you guys yesterday do it. Very nice.
Yeah, it's good.
I'm looking forward to Sweet Talk today.
Look, if you're not known as Chocolate Decadence on the street, I think we should start.
We should, huh?
Yeah,
I like that.
Really, that's a pretty good nickname.
It is, right?
I'm just saying, you could do a lot worse than that.
No sob stories, right?
No,
No sob stories.
Well, the first guy came in,
my
I
team.
like UCLA football and the Angels. How's that helping anybody?
Come on. That's what I'm saying.
Don't sing me a sad song. Sing me a happy song.
The guy that won 5 kids. I ain't been alone with my wife in a long time. I need these tickets.
Every time he's alone with his wife, they get a new kid. He's got 5 kids
speaking
already.
of the Angels real quick, and I know we got to take a time out here, but you and I were involved in that radio station and that organization for a while. Not shocking at all.
No.
Not shocking that this is the internal thought process and that they said the secret out loud. It all actually adds up.
He said it.
Yeah. I was not surprised to see it. I was surprised that it was said out loud, I guess.
I wasn't even surprised.
I was a little surprised because it's such a dumb thing to say.
Right.
Any players popped off yet?
The
players'
Angels?
The head of the
union.
union.
Has any of his players said anything about this?
Do any
his
of those
manager?
guys say anything?
You should.
The manager has a 1-year deal, DeMarco.
He can't say
This is just
Remember
another,
the movie Moneyball, what a 1-year contract says about you.
This is another brick in the wall of what absolute bozos they are. Because there's not, and I don't mean to talk bad about Kurt Suzuki who took the job, because there's only 30 of these jobs and somebody's got to do it, et cetera, et cetera. A 1-year deal is so laughably embarrassing. Like everybody that's going to play for you knows that you are, there's a sword hanging over your head from the opening pitch of game 1. It's just so silly. None of those players ever say anything, including what was their best guy for the longest time. Mike Trout never says 2 words about any of this stuff.
Not unless the Eagles win the Super Bowl.
But think about this. Do you think Mike Trout didn't know that winning wasn't a priority? He's been there 12 years. Do you think this broke his news to him? I mean, he knew.
Yeah, bring that. Bring that. How you feel about that? If they win that game, everything's different.
True.
How did Miguel Rojas hit that pitch out?
I don't know.
That's just so
unbelievable.
Wasn't even in the strike zone.
Unbelievable.
Why don't the Angels make this pivot quickly?
To what?
Which pivot?
I meant make this point quickly. And they should make the pivot quickly. Just become what it was in the 90s, which was we had Dodgers tickets, but oftentimes when the Dodgers weren't in town, it was my dad saying, "Hey, you want to go to the game today on a Sunday?" We'd sit terrace for $9 each with between the bases. It was a fun day.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody thought I would be excited because I liked Wally Joyner. And instead of putting on a Dodgers hat, I'd put on an Angels hat. And it didn't mean anything. It was just like, today I'm rooting for the Angels, but I'm a Dodgers fan, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what it was. And there were 15 to 20,000 people, and everybody was fine with it. And the Angels nobody ever thought they were going to win, but it was what it was. Now it's even worse, and it's not completely cost affordable. It's still expensive. It's better than going to Dodger Stadium at this point.
Yes.
So we were looking up this morning to get in to opening day. To get in, top deck, 2 tickets, $400.
Wow.
That's ridiculous.
For the Dodgers or the Angels?
Dodgers.
Oh, yeah. That's
That's just
about
ridiculous.
right.
That's ridiculous.
That is ridiculous, but that's capitalism, unfortunately.
And that's what the Lakers are going to become.
Yeah, I mean, it's just they put the best product on the field every year.
Mm-hmm.
They give you a premium ballpark experience. You know that you're going to see the very best players in the world. You know they're trying to win. And when you go into your pocket and spend whatever it's going to be for a Michelada this year, I think it was $22 last year, okay, that 17 of it's going back to the field.
Yeah.
And as a Dodger fan, you like to say, I like to squeeze the quarter till the eagle screams.
Yeah.
At least I know that quarter is going to go to Shohei Ohtani and Freddie Freeman and Mookie Betts and Kyle and these guys, and not to a bunch of clowns like the Angels. Just like, I don't know what this is.
Well, you don't know who's playing half the time.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it is wildly expensive, and I agree with your point. It's too expensive for the average person.
Now, you're also the host of Locked On
Dodgers podcast, yes.
How much would you have to get paid to do Locked On Angels? Is there a Locked On Angels?
There is a Locked On Angels. There's a Locked On for every
What does
team,
that
Chris.
thing sound like?
I've never had the pleasure of
Do they
checking
play
out Locked On
Do
Angels.
they play Calling All Angels like they've been playing at the stadium for 20 years with the Rally Monkey?
Well, they're still doing 2002 highlights
the
from the
fact
World
that the
Series.
Rally Monkey's still a thing.
It's a bad deal.
That's bad,
It's a
man.
bad deal. Turn the page. Turn the page.
Wow.
Can't overcome a bad owner.
You
Can't do it.
He just said the quiet part out loud. Like you said, it was fun.
Troy Gloss highlights.
Alternative
John
baseball.
Figgins.
John Figgins.
Wow.
It's been a minute.
And by the way, it wasn't even Artie Moreno that owned that team. It
No,
was the Disney.
that was Disney that won
That was the
one.
last year with Disney.
Yeah. Yeah. They've been bad for a long time.
Long time.
Yeah.
Back then, it was safe to go to the Block and Orange and shop at night. Now I don't think. I think now, right now, I think it's
I haven't had
so.
the pleasure. Haven't had the pleasure.
It's over next to the jail.
I go to the Angel games once or twice a year, almost always when the Dodgers are playing.
We go because we have the Coors Light promotion every summer,
Yeah.
and it's fun.
It is fun. It's Major League Baseball.
It's Major League Baseball. It's, again, a nice atmosphere. A lot of the N1 Empire comes in, a lot of South OC. They know how to draw fans. They just don't know how to take it to the next level.
Artie was right.
Because Artie doesn't care to take it to the next level.
Well, I think there's a little bit of the Jerry Jones syndrome in here in one very specific way, and that is he wants to win, but only if he gets the credit for winning.
It's my team.
He's still been dining out on I lowered beer prices. Okay. That was 25 years ago.
I was going to say 20 years ago.
Whatever it was. And since then, he's been the impediment to them being a successful team. They've had some okay teams under his ownership, but it's always about him. It's always about him wanting the credit, him intervening, him firing the manager, him firing the general manager. They've been through God knows how many general managers. Since Mike Scioscia's been gone, they've gone through a million different managers. And I would assume it's very difficult to work with him because otherwise people wouldn't be gone every 5 seconds.
We should take some calls. Call them Halo Honks. Maybe
Halo
we
Honks.
should do it. No, that's Roger Lodge's bit.
They've already got that.
The Halo Honks over at 8:30.
There are Angel fans, too. Like, there are a lot of Angel fans. But
by the way, Sam Patesh is an Angels fan.
There are a lot
Grew up
of
an
Angels
fan.
fans, but there hasn't been anything to be excited about. They had Shohei Ohtani and Mike Trout together for 6 seasons, and never mind didn't win the World Series. Never mind didn't go to the World Series. Never mind didn't go to the playoffs. They never won more games than they lost. They never had a winning record in the 6 year those two guys were together.
Criminal.
That's bananas.
Criminal. Yes.
Like Mike Trout, first ballot, deadlock cinch Hall of Famer.
Yes.
Shohei Ohtani might be the greatest baseball player in the history of the sport. There's a really strong case to be made that he is already that. You can't go 80 and 82 and 80. You can't do that.
I guess not.
You can't go 82 and 80 once.
Right.
Nope. 0 for 6.
Watch this.
It's crazy to me. Hey, why aren't they saying my name on the radio? I don't know, because your team stinks.
Those are real conversations.
Yeah, wow.
It's nuts. It's nuts.
All right, 3:35 on a live Imaging Tuesday, the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show. Second half of the season, what does it mean for the Lakers? What does it mean? About 2 minutes? Chocolate decadence? 2 minutes from right now, we'll talk about that on ESPN LA.
Don't miss the countdown to kickoff. Presented by BMO, official bank of LAFC.
Saturday at noon, LAFC co-president and general manager John Thornton joins the show. Plus a look ahead to LAFC's first MLS road test of 2026 in Houston versus the Dynamo. And what a night it was at the Coliseum last week versus Messi. It's Countdown to Kickoff presented by BMO. Join me Saturday at noon on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
BMO presents Countdown to Kickoff, hosted by Mario Ruiz on ESPN LA.
Get ready, SoCal. Hard Rock Casino Tajon is giving away a kilo of gold in February. Unity by Hard Rock members can earn entries all February long for the $500,000 kilo of gold giveaway just by using their card. Join us every Thursday in February for your chance to win big. Details at casino.hardrock.com/Tajon. Hard Rock Casino Tajon. This is how SoCal plays.
Head straight to the championship with a brand new truck from Northridge and Wonders Toyota. Lease a brand new 2025 Tacoma for just $84 a month for 36 months plus tax, only from Northridge and Wonders Toyota. You got to trade in and Wonders Toyota. They make it easy.
2025 Toyota Tacoma 2.4L Turbo, model 7162G, VIN number 32YJDAHN 1ST037657. Lease excludes tax, title, license, registration fees, dealer options, and charges. $59.95 due at signing.
Access to education changes lives. That's why National University provides flexible online and hybrid programs from associate to doctorate degrees. Since 1971, NU was built to serve non-traditional, working, and military learners nationwide. NU understands the demands of work, family, and service. Each year, more than 130,000 learners trust National University to move forward. Visit nu.edu to learn more.
Evan Cohen here. In life, as in sports, the pros make it look easy. That's why pro golfers like Jason Day, Ben Griffin, and Patton Kazire trust the pros in lawn care. True Green. They have the experience and expertise to give you a lawn worthy of the PGA Tour. And since True Green does the work for you, you get more free time, or more tee times. So stop stressing over your lawn and start loving it. Sign up now at TrueGreen.com because nobody makes it easier to get a golf course quality lawn than True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour.
3:38 on a live imaging Tuesday. Presented by Providence. It is American Heart Month. Take your blood pressure, Jack. We made Cappy take his blood pressure this morning on the show.
How'd he do?
Well, he's got high blood pressure anyway. He's got a good heart rate, like low 50s, but his blood pressure's high. And he's been putting in these caffeine pouches.
Zins?
No.
Okay.
Not Zins. Caffeine pouches.
Okay.
So not nicotine, caffeine.
Oh.
And we're like, what are you doing?
Why?
Why are you mainlining at 56 years old caffeine into your heart?
I don't know. Why is he?
I don't know.
What was his response?
He doesn't know. So his blood pressure was quite high. Bergie had really good blood pressure. Really good.
Do you have a sphygmomanometer here?
I have it. It's actually from our friend Avner Gatt.
Okay.
It's a really nice one he got me last year.
I have great blood pressure.
Yeah,
that was it's a cuff that goes, it's one of these.
Let's get it
and
in
I
here.
never felt great about those,
Yeah.
but then he told me how much his cost, and I figured, and I did for like a week, I would take it on both. I would do the standard cuff on the arm, and I would do the wrist cuff. And they were pretty
Let's
accurate.
get it in here. Let's see what I got. Let's see what DeMarco's got.
You tell him.
Oh my God! I was just
tell him.
Well, he already asked for it. I said get Travis's.
That's
blood pressure.
invasive.
No, dude.
you ask
I
him.
haven't taken my blood pressure. I don't know how long.
Well, it's American Heart Month.
You're young
There you
and
go.
fit. You're fine.
Yeah, you're fine, bro.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Let's find out.
What if
Decadence
you're-
does not have hypertension.
Yeah.
But DeAndre, what if you're not? That's why you
Yeah.
got to go to providence.org/SoCalHeart.
There you go.
Find out more about your heart and how it's beating. How's the heart beating for the Lakers in the second half of the season? You like that?
Oh, that's all right.
That was nice. Huh?
That's all right. Pretty
It
good.
wasn't bad.
No, it wasn't bad.
When you figure I've been here since 5 a.m.
Bergman-esque.
You need to mainline some caffeine pouches.
Oh, no.
There you go.
Today my blood pressure is high, not because of my blood pressure being high. It was amazing this morning. But the way the day is going, it's building.
unfolded?
Yeah, it's
All
building.
Right. All right. No, look, the Lakers are what they are. And we were talking about this before the show. I wish there was something that, like, we've been waiting for the return of the big three, right? That, hey, wait till LeBron, Luka, and AR are all together, and then let's see what it looks like.
And LeBron was questionable.
Right. And then they got together, and the Clipper game was kind of like, yeah, you guys almost blew a pretty big lead.
Yeah.
To you held on to the Celtics ran you out, and now it's what is there to look forward to? What is there to hang your hat on? What is there to offer hope? And I don't know what the answer to that is.
I don't think Austin Reeves is going to be that bad again. I don't think Luka is going to be that bad again at the same time. And LeBron, and you're not going to get that little of a contribution from everybody on the bench again. It just happened against the Celtics. It was a power outage. You laid an egg. But we've seen them lose against good teams. So I think what we can look forward to is this is all we got. It's up to these three guys plus everyone else, the others, to try to make something out of this year. You have an opportunity to stay in the playoff race. You could stay out of the play-in. You can stay in the playoffs. Do you have a chance to win a championship? What do you think?
Not really.
Not
I mean,
really.
there's always a chance, but it's not a very good chance.
I know, right. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's like how far can you go? Plus, who do you want to keep for next year?
Yeah, I think that you're trying to balance those two things between evaluating for whatever might be coming next.
But I have been saying or thinking about this for JJ's sake. It's hard to motivate a group like that.
Well, I guess
what are you dangling out there?
I guess you're dangling the opportunity to play in the league.
You got that.
Yeah, but for someone else there.
But when you are facing a team that seems to be out hustling you, what is your battle cry? When you got a bunch of dudes that I don't even know if I'm going to be here next year.
Yeah. Trudell's here. Did you nudge yet? Are you good?
We haven't nudged yet.
Are you pre-nudging?
On it.
I mentioned this to Laura. So most of the Trudell family, except me, has been sick.
Oh.
And so I'm good, right? I'm here. Yeah. But what I don't know is if Morales wants my nose on his face, as DeMarco backs up.
He almost died a year ago. You don't want to give him an infection.
Well, I will take your nudge to my face. I'm not worried about that. But I don't. If you feel like what's more likely to pass germs,
he's going to nudge him.
Yeah, Morales feels good about this.
Go.
Come on, bring it over here.
Look at you. That's a front. Oh my God.
That's nice. And the thing about it, Travis, is that I also get the beard effect.
Just a little whisper of the beard.
Well, it's nice and soft.
Okay.
Mine is a little like Chris mentioned this last time because if I don't shave up,
shave before you turn do that.
What I shave, but I shave. So I shave. I shave here, and so it's a little scratchy.
You want to nudge chocolate decadence?
Chocolate decadence. Now, is that a male stripper name?
It could be.
It could be.
Listen, I told you before, you go to Palm Springs for a weekend, you'll come out of there with $20K.
That's true. He's not wrong. You should take him.
Oh, man.
That would be a good stage name. That could be your nickname, a stage name. It could be anything.
Time for Lakers Talk Daily with chocolate decadence.
So you had an explanation. You texted Chris, and you said Trudell.
Reset the question.
So the question
my simple
was,
question to Sedano yesterday, which made him explode, not shocking, is why do we think that JJ Redick doesn't need to be fired today, not even next year, deserves to be as the Lakers change a lot of things probably over the next several years, and this kind of stems off of the Lon Rosen announcement. If they're going to change, and organizationally, like the Dodgers did over years, why are we all sitting here? People bring up Pelinka. They bring up all these things. Why do we say, JJ Redick just is the coach of the future?
Well, so the first thing I'll tell you, the biggest part of my job since 2008 is to listen to the head coach talk before the game, after the game, and at practice. And so I've heard every word that JJ Redick has said since he was hired. Not only that, I've heard every word of every Lakers coach since Phil Jackson. And also, as part of my job, I get to listen to the other 29 NBA coaches talk before every game. Now, not always post-game. I try to go catch that. But so I sit there and just listen. And I think that by this point, probably like DeMarco, if you just sat down and heard an NFL coach talk after like 5 minutes, you'd be like, okay, I kind of get it. Like you speak the coach language now. And JJ has been very impressive to me from the start. Now, he is, as far as where the team is now relative to what roster he has, and I'll include last year in this too, I think he's done a great job. I just do. And one of the things that I heard you mention, Chris, was, okay, so LeBron and Luka and Austin together.
Right.
And your point, I think, was that should work.
It should work a little bit better than it did on Sunday, right?
So that was a poor game in general, but I think this is the reason why. So those three can absolutely work great together on offense once they get a few more reps together and they know who's going to be where and who's not just standing on the weak side. It is not an ideal fit in the modern NBA for defensive or transition purposes.
Okay.
And so that's the bigger thing, and that is, I think, the challenge, not just for JJ, but for Pelinka and putting the roster together.
True.
Well, and that is the difference. So Boston is right now. It's Jaylen Brown, it's Peyton Pritchard off the bench who was starting. Handling a million threes, and then a bunch of big athletic guys that just try super hard. And that's a formula that's proven in the modern NBA regular season for the last maybe 5 years now. OKC is actually similar to that. San Antonio, with the difference being Wemby, but like there are a lot of teams that play like that. It's very difficult to beat those teams day-to-day regular season. So for what JJ Redick has gotten this team to do so far and to have them be 12 games over 500 with a roster that it's a little harder to just guarantee that amount of energy and size and athleticism on the defensive end. I think that he's done a really good job, and he's done basically. I don't think that they should have a single win more than what they have as a total so far.
That's kind of where I keep landing on it. That given what he's been given, and to your point, he's very inexperienced in the grand scheme of things as an NBA head coach. He's a season and change into his second year. he's had a variety of different teams. Like you had the LeBron Anthony Davis team, then you had the LeBron Luka Doncic team, and you've had Austin Reeves in and out. You've had LeBron in and out. You've had Luka in and out. You've had all of these different things. It has not been here's your roster of 12 or 15 guys. Go to work, figure it out. And to your point, the modern roster of NBA guys, where we got a lot of big athletic guys, their roster is not exactly that. It's a different sort of formula. And he hasn't even had the formula that they have given him, and they've still had a decent amount of success. I think they've had about the most success you could have given the circumstances. But I also don't know if he's the right guy with the right set of circumstances because he hasn't had them.
Here's the other part. Now, if I can bring football back into this too, DeMarco. So take out everything I said about just listening to head coaches and scheme and X's and O's. Like there's a certain personality, you can call it a swagger, the way that Chris has on radio. Like there's a certain quality to somebody just as a person to be able to walk into a room of millionaires and get them to listen. So that's the first thing that I look. Whatever you want to call it. Like and that's the first thing that I can tell right away listening to a head coach talk. He's got that. He just very much has that. That's the first thing.
One thing, and I remember meeting JJ on the field, and we were saying how similar he is to Sean McVay. The only thing is, I don't think Sean McVay would put up with a Luka and the way he behaves sometimes. I think that's
I'm going to disagree there. I think
kind of tough to deal with.
He complains to the refs, but he is ultimately complaining because he is a psycho competitor,
right?
Which is why you can allow it.
Get your butt up and get back.
Yes, but JJ too is a psycho competitive guy.
Yeah,
so I think he can relate to that.
So as a psycho competitive guy, I want to ask you first, and then I'll whoop it over to Trudeau.
Okay, hold on. Can I get to my other quality real quick?
Go ahead.
Just the one thing. So that's the first part.
I'm
trying to make Sedano's point for him.
Oh, shocking.
And I'm sure he did the same thing. So he's got that. He's got that part of command of the room.
The ones that come in the sealed envelope.
And the second part is that he knows basketball, X's and O's, adjustments, that stuff. And so, yes, he hasn't coached a lot, but there are very few people in the world with as much NBA game experience as JJ Redick. So that he's got both of the things that you need. Now, what do you need around that to actually win a championship? You need the roster.
You need better players.
And he's got a good roster, and that's why they're good.
A better
but
team.
They're not great yet.
Is it a better roster than last year? We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Good question.
Hold on.
Good tease.
I'm going to tease it. I'm going to tease you, not tell you.
That's why I said good tease.
That's why I'm saying it is a good tease.
Yeah.
You know what else is going to be good? Friday in the city of Fullerton, right off the 91 freeway, Harbor and Orangethorpe, the Orange Fair Mall. That's where the Vision Works is in Fullerton. And you know what's going to be happening there?
What?
A Sedano and Cap Morning Show live broadcast. Party, oh party, 7 to 10 a.m. We're going to have the brand new Sedano and Cap t-shirts, 4 editions. Now, we've unveiled 2 of them. There's the Cappy Hey Man, the Sedano Two Things Can Be True. What are the other 2? You're going to have to find out. Maybe one of them is a quack quack. You never know. We'll see you Friday from 7 to 10 a.m. Come hang out with the Sedano and Cap Morning Show. We're going to have Lakers tickets to give away. We're going to have those T-shirts, and you can take advantage of 60% off a complete pair of glasses at Vision Works. It's all happening this Friday in Fullerton, right there off the 91 freeway at Orangethorpe and Harbor, Travis. You got to read, too. Oh, no, DeMarco's got to read. Go ahead, DeMarco. Tell us about our friends at Pechanga.
You can treat yourself to Pechanga Resort Casino's annual wine festival and chocolate decadence on Saturday, March 7th. You're not going to say anything about that chocolate decadence again?
I don't want to overdo the bit. He's sitting right there.
Saturday, March 7th. Indulge. My. And the next word is indulge. Indulge in a day of unlimited food and drinks, including hundreds of wine varieties, gourmet food, and chocolate confections. This is going to be awesome. I've been in that ballroom. There's going to be wine. There's going to be chocolate. It's going to be everywhere. It's going to be fun. Plus, you can enjoy live music as you explore amazing items up for grabs in the silent auction. Who doesn't love a good silent auction? Admission includes a commemorative wine glass. Event proceeds benefit Habitat for Humanity Inland Valley. VIP hour starts at 11 a.m. General admission at 1 p.m. And while you're there getting your sips and sweets, you can play your perfect combination and discover everything Southern California's premier resort casino offers, from nonstop gaming to award-winning restaurants, live comedy. We just talked about that, didn't we, Travis? Live comedy and stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we did. Stand-up comedians. Music, golf, spa, luxury, and more. Head to Pechanga Resort Casino just off I-15 in Temecula. Visit Pechanga.com for more info. Tickets to the Wine Festival and Chocolate Decadence. Yes, see you out there. Cheers.
Mornings in LA start with Sedano and Cap. Sports, life, zero filter, and absolutely no shame.
I'm excited to see what Clint Kubiak can do with the Raiders. Bergie, I'm this close to possibly asking for my chain back and getting my Raider gear back together.
I don't know.
No?
There's no
Can't have it back?
You can't flip-flop. You can't
Can't
go
do
back
that?
and forth. No.
Can't have it back, huh?
It's like blood in, blood out with the Raiders.
So I can't get
this team. Street code for sure.
I can't get a transfusion of some kind?
No.
Unless you earn it on the street.
So, but I can't make a deal with you. If you do it, you have to be a Raider fan for life. That's it.
Yeah, that's not happening. Cappy does
jumping
nothing
in
for life.
Right. I'm a new fan of a new team every year.
The Morning Show with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN Los Angeles, the ESPN LA app, and streaming live on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
Pack your year with awe and awesome at SeaWorld San Diego. Get up close to over 9,000 animals. Experience the thrill of the deep with mesmerizing shark species in the all-new Shark Encounter, opening this spring. Savor over 150 international flavors during the Seven Seas Food Festival with an all-new headlining concert lineup on select dates from February 27th through April 26th. Go from real to unreal at SeaWorld. Get passes for as low as $13 a month. Hurry, offer ends soon. Restrictions may apply.
Empower.
After wanting one for years, Kevin is finally enjoying his new hot tub.
This is the life.
He worked with Empower to help him get good at money, so now he could be a little bad.
Oh, no, not my phone.
Oh, Kevin. Kevin's phone may be in hot water, but his finances aren't. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
3:54, Live Imaging Tuesday, presented by Providence, the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show. Mike Trudell, Lakers reporter.
Yeah.
A man who has nudged with me many a times. As we get you ready for Lakers Magic. Late tip-off tonight. I don't like these 7:30s because I'm going tonight.
I generally, I prefer the earlier the better. Like I used to love the 12:30 Sunday ABC Prime game,
Right?
Because you wake up, you go right to the arena, right? Like boom, you got the game, and then you have your night still. Yeah.
Everything should be over by 6 o'clock. Just as a general rule of life.
And I say that as a night owl.
Yeah.
So I don't know about that, but I do. Yeah.
No, everything should. The latest something should start is 4 o'clock.
Because I wake up probably like you guys too. This is why probably we still all work in sports. Like I wake up like ready for the game.
Let's go.
Yeah, like, I'm ready for the game. So that's one of the reasons I love the English Premier League. It's like I wake up, boom, it's on.
Oh, yeah, those are early.
Yeah.
So I asked this of Rams players, win or lose. Sometimes does one win or loss inform the other game? So like with what happened versus the Celtics and how bad it was and how much the team took heat for it, what do you think happens with the Magic? Like, what would you expect to happen?
I'm gonna answer this in 10 seconds because I was very curious for Chris to pay off his tease.
I had a tease.
I think
I'm sorry.
No. Just radio.
It's a good
Just
question.
radio, bro.
My bad.
It's a good question, and I think so. The Magic are down Suggs, which is a super key piece for them. They're down Wagner, so they're second and third best players. You could argue actually that Wagner's their best player. So the Lakers, coming off of a tough loss like that, should play well, should win tonight.
Thank you.
But
Genuinely curious.
Orlando was very good. They won 5 of 7. They won 2 or 3 in their trip, and you have to play very well to beat them. But yeah, I think the Lakers need to make a statement after losing to Boston like they did. Chris?
Travis, I'll start with you.
Okay.
Is JJ Redick the type of head coach that you think makes players better?
I don't think we know yet.
Great question.
Well, that's good that you don't know because their record this year is exactly the same as it was this last year at this time.
You're asking him to make a meal with 2 ingredients. I don't think you can judge whether or not he can cook when all you're giving him is salt and meat. You don't think
Austin Reeves is an ingredient?
What? No, I don't think they've had all the ingredients at the same time. I think that Reeves, LeBron, and Luka are obviously all ingredients, but they haven't played very much together. They really have not had a chance. Like you were saying a second ago, Trudell, that you expected them to work great together on offense. I think we all did. But we've also seen nights where it doesn't work great on offense with all three of them. And the Celtics game being the most recent example of it, which is like, hey, I understand that they can't stop anybody, or at least they struggle defensively. That's not a surprise. But when those three guys are together and it doesn't work, that I was telling DeMarco this yesterday, that's the part that made me go, hey, what's going on around here? Do those pieces overlap too much? Are there too many redundancies? Is there too much standing around?
Yeah.
And that's why I think I don't know that given a complementary roster, given maybe the absence of LeBron James, given all of these external factors, then I think we'll get a better chance of that. But you're constantly changing what you're giving him to use, and I don't think you can evaluate anybody under those circumstances.
Is that reason that we have this roster issue because we're paying LeBron James so much money?
Well, it's part of that. The roster was built, right, to an extent around LeBron and AD. The trade for Luka Doncic just sort of appeared, and Nico gave Rob a call, or however that worked out.
Whatever happened there.
And Rob did an amazing job of not just getting Luka, but keeping Austin Reeves and keeping most of the future picks, except for one. So, like, once that, and then that happened, and they've only had essentially the two windows. We've talked about this, but the offseason and then the trade deadline. And to be honest, there weren't any big athletic wings that were available, especially for the one first-round pick that the Lakers have to trade. Now, this offseason, they'll have 3 first-round picks. And they'll have the salary slot, or not exactly because they're over the cap, but like, LeBron's money. We'll see if LeBron is going to come back, is going to return. All of that aside, this is the way I would answer the same question you asked Travis. Like, Redick is actually, I think, overachieved by the Lakers being 5th in the West, 12 games over 500, considering how few games he's had his guys together, which is Travis's point. That's the difference from last year. They had more games with LeBron and AD, and then, Luka obviously didn't play until late February, than they've had with LeBron, Luka, and Austin. But LeBron, Luka, and Austin, again, is not a perfect fit on defense, certainly. And on offense, this is, DeMarco, kind of to your point, it's like sometimes when you've got 3 guys who are great on the ball, sometimes one of them who's just being used as a spacer or a decoy is not the best use of that player. You'd almost rather have a guy just sitting in the corner who can shoot.
Or play defense.
Exactly. And defense, that is 100% the need there. And on a given night, LeBron can still do that. But to ask age 41 LeBron to be your best defensive player every night is crazy. And it's impressive that he can still do it some nights. So that's all I think that we're saying about JJ.
So
relative to what he has, he's doing a really good job.
It seems now you're saying roster construction. Oh, that we're surprised LeBron could do it every night.
Yeah.
John Ireland says the team's top heavy. George Sonato says, well, you should be happy what LeBron can do at this age. It makes me wonder, was one Gregory Arthur Bergman correct a few years ago when he said, move LeBron now to get pieces because here's what's coming? Which is, we're just happy to be as good as last year. You can't expect JJ to make the team better. The roster construction, it's the roster construction. It's not LeBron's fault. It's not Austin Reeves' fault. It's not Luka's fault. I mean, it certainly isn't JJ's fault.
But Travis,
and of course, it's not Palika's fault.
This is just sports, though. This is, especially when you have the hardest thing is an aging superstar. And what we've never seen before, at least that I can recall, maybe you can give me an example in a different sport, is a player who is this old.
You got to like that performance.
That is still this good.
That was good.
Yeah, Brady. So like that's
playing for engagement.
Tom Brady.
Engagement.
Yeah.
And Brady is probably the best example, but I'm trying to think of, like, did he occupy the same salary slot like when he was in his last couple of years there? And
in
maybe
Tampa,
he doesn't.
I'm sure he was.
Maybe I feel like it almost did. Since you can't touch the quarterback anymore, it's like he can still exist, and he didn't have to play defense.
The one that jumped to mind, but he did not occupy like a financial, pocket the way that James does.
Yeah.
But he did occupy he's the biggest star in the room, even if it has started to fade, but he was still also a very useful guy right up until the very, very end, was Kershaw. Because Kershaw was clearly not prime Kershaw.
Yeah.
But last year, they absolutely had to have him, and he showed up every 5th day for 2/3 of the season and was terrific. But as soon as they could get him out of the rotation, they did.
Well, and that's what's exactly. But that's what's crazy about the NBA is that so if LeBron could just do what Brady did and kind of command the offense, like point guys around, make the finishing pass, right, and have all of the X's and O's in his head, and then have a couple of 25-year-olds go back and play defense for him.
Yeah.
Like. Well, it's just it's a different ask, and that's why the NBA is crazy to have somebody play who is required. In soccer is the only equivalent. Old dudes don't play soccer, like in the international, because you have to run.
You can't keep
and the
up.
only guy that's close is Cristiano Ronaldo, who's basically the most gifted. He's like LeBron. Not only is the most gifted, he's one of the smartest, and he works the hardest. He trains the hardest. He recovers the best. All of it. And he hasn't really played defense in like 5 years. But since he can still score goals, it's kind of like it's fine because Portugal's got all these 22-year-olds flying around on the other end, and he just stands in the middle of the field. And LeBron can't do that.
Right.
So that's why all of this, we're judging everything. The roster, JJ, Luka, Austin, all of it is judged in the context of like this great player, and of course do exactly what he did 5 years ago. And yet we're still looking at it. Well, he looks like LeBron.
Well, LeBron may lead the league in cherry picks, though. He might.
And part of that is
Ronaldo-esque.
And part of that is basketball IQ.
I
I'm
love
thinking,
it.
It's a late closeout. I'm going to hit ahead. I'm going to keep this guy on my hip.
Is
Give
a
me the ball.
bucket.
Boom.
But to Chris's point about Bergman, I kind of feel him there. I mean, it is kind of bad that you let yourself get here as a franchise.
I think there's a couple of things.
Yeah.
That with Greg's point, I think was it the right time a few years ago? Maybe. But it's also one of those things that was never going to happen.
Right.
You know what I mean? It was just literally with the buses in charge of things. I think we've seen it change. The second that when he opted in this year and the new group went, okay. Well, and just kind of sat, I think things started to change. So should they have is one thing, but would it have actually ever happened? I think is no.
Not only that, Travis, when in sports can you get requisite value for an aging superstar?
Yeah.
So that's what it is. So Greg's point, just like his whole Dodger theory about how they should only use one pitcher for the postseason, I'm throwing it out.
Well, I think the difference was the Dodgers win World Series. The Lakers haven't won anything since 2020.
No, I was talking about Greg's theory.
Don't
that
try
you
to come
use
after
the bullpen.
Bergman. I got him.
I mean, you're going to need the bullpen eventually.
He's Chris's content coach.
Wow.
And Travis's content coach, too. Do you want an appointment with him? I can get you on his calendar.
He called me yesterday. I was very happy to talk to him.
Did you guys talk content?
Yeah.
But going back to what you said, Chris, about how, it's not Rob's fault.
Except when he sniffs my sandwich.
It's not. That was gross.
Disgusting.
It's not JJ's fault. It's not LeBron's fault. It's not Luka's fault. You got all these guys. I think the last thing that they need, and we've talked about this a lot, is another coaching, and not that this is imminent, because it's not, but what they need is to let some of this stuff bake in a little bit. Now, the LeBron thing is the ultimate wild card. You got to figure out what's going to happen there. But the rest of it is, let's not change the coach every 18 months or 24 months or whatever it is. Let's have some sort of continuity. And as long as Luka Doncic is comfortable with JJ, and there's no evidence that he's not.
Luka loves JJ.
Then we're good.
Oh, so Luka does.
Loves JJ.
Oh,
then we're
loves
good.
JJ.
Because
you
in
see
the
him
NBA,
just bought him the
I don't like that.
Now, is that, does he love?
coat?
Yeah. Does he love JJ because JJ isn't like pounding him to
I
play
want
defense?
Luka to hate JJ.
Like, hey, Luka, maybe we play some defense.
Tell me if I'm wrong.
Luka's defense, actually, I thought he guarded Peyton Pritchard better than any other Laker last game.
He moved around.
Is the job of an NBA coach, job number one, get along with your best player, not in a buddy way, but find a way to work with this person to the best, to mutually coexist in a beneficial way. Because if you decide I'm going to pick a fight with my best guy, start the clock.
Jimmy Butler
Start the clock. It's going to end badly for the coach.
Facts. Yeah. I mean, it's not like Chris makes a fair point. Like, you have to have the relationship where you can get on the guy also.
Yes.
But in order to get on someone, and this is probably what it's like for us in our own lives, you have to have a good relationship with him in the first place.
That's why I have a good relationship with Sonano, other than when he's screaming at me. 405 on KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station. That's a morning show drop. Live Imaging Tuesday, we will do The Far Side.
Yeah.
With DeMarco Farr, Rams Super Bowl champion. About, what do we think, Chocolate Deccan? It's about 3 minutes?
Yep.
All right, 3 minutes from right now on ESPN LA.
It was a night to remember at the Coliseum.
Yeah, they're booing Lionel Messi here. This is an LAFC crowd. This is Los Angeles, baby.
The black and gold made a statement. 3 goals, 0 doubts.
Oh, what a goal!
LAFC shuts down Messi and Inter Miami 3-0.
And Inter Miami, look, Messi with a Y tonight.
Now it's on to leg 2 of the CONCACAF Champions Cup. LAFC look to finish off Real España tonight. Coverage begins at 6:30 p.m. on the ESPN LA app.
The most trusted injury attorney in Los Angeles has a new number.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob 1-800-345-6789. Call Jacob.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent are required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula. That's Skyrus. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text AREA to 42424 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text AREA to 42424. That's AREA to 42424.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
And it is the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show right here on ESPN LA.
The Far Side.
And it's time for the Far Side, presented by our friends at Highlands.
The Far Side.
Weekday afternoons at 4 p.m.
Time for the Far Side with DeMarco Far, right now on the Travis and DeMarco Afternoon Show on ESPN LA.
I love how you guys got Bergman going. Now he's in here.
Listen, he can join the show if he wants.
I
think he's tomorrow, yeah.
That's
Bergie
tomorrow.
Wednesdays.
Yes, that's
But
how I
why,
know it's Wednesday.
Listen, sometimes you want a little extra Bergie cream in the middle of the cookie.
No, I mean,
nothing wrong with that.
Trudell made him happy. He said you brought back one of his theories. He got real happy.
Does Bergie like frosting?
I think so.
You're a frosting guy.
I love frosting. I'll eat frosting with anything.
Did you see the video of when Cappy was spitting out frosting when I ate it out of his mouth on his birthday?
I did. That was great. Yeah. Is that one on the T-shirt?
No, that's behind you, but that was a different day.
No, I'm like if I get to choose, I see Oreos in the shelf and there's single stuff, double stuff, triple stuff, quadruple stuff. Give me the quadruple stuff.
Oh yeah,
all right.
A lot of
I want
chemicals,
more
man.
frosting
It's like
than
eating
cookie.
wax.
Yeah, it's
like
not real
so
frosting.
good,
Yeah, it's wax.
And I always want the
So
corner
good.
piece on the cake.
That
So
well,
good.
of course,
Give me
that's
the
the
corner
best piece.
Well, because it's got the most frosting.
No, because it's cooked more. It's a
No,
little
no. Oh, is that
more.
right?
It's a little more
Yes.
done because it's touching the pan.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
I just think it has additional
It's a
square
little hard.
footage for
You mean
frosting.
No, it's
you mean
cooked
cake
more.
made at home?
Yeah.
Oh, store bought cake.
Yeah, the corner is always the proper
want the
piece of
corner
cake.
in the yeah.
No. I want it. Okay, I should restate this. I want an edge piece.
Okay.
Because then I for sure get the more.
Oh, you're
frosting.
talking about those gross like
Yeah.
grocery store cakes.
Yeah, he wants the frosting.
Yeah.
I'm right there with
Nah.
him. I got you.
Nah, because that's got
give me the
frosting on
frosting,
3
bro.
sides is what you're
Exact-
talking about. Yeah.
Ideally, frosting on 4 sides, but 3 is better than 2.
So went out on the Tuesday, Tote the Rock Tuesday. We carried that kettlebell for like an hour again, and we got to talking. Did you guys do a lot of sleepovers as kids?
I did.
You
Sure.
did?
Yeah.
Okay, so we were talking about this. Did you ever have something in your life, in your household, that was normal? You got to somebody else's house and you had no idea, like, wow.
Listen, they said
Everybody
we were
doesn't do
just
that?
trying things out. I said, oh, let's try.
Not that.
It's not weird.
Yeah.
It was the other way.
Me,
was the
yes,
other
but not
way.
what
Yeah.
Chris is talking about.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Just guys hanging out, having fun.
Like
Having
what?
an allowance.
It was the other way, like things
I
like
didn't have that.
phones in the bedroom. You like as a kid, right? TVs
Phones
in the bedroom as
okay.
a kid, like
yeah.
elaborate
Or like-
video game
Or like
systems.
some one of my friends may have had Cinemax.
Okay.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, Chris?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen,
You know what I'm
After,
talking about?
after
You got-
10
Did
p.m.,
I have
Cinemax
in my
got
house? No.
different.
Got
It's
the
like,
lotion
Mom,
movie.
can I go
Yeah.
to Johnny's this weekend?
Yeah.
It's like, why do you keep asking to go to Johnny's?
Yeah.
No, it's my best friend.
Yeah.
My
Johnny
dad-
had
they got the full cable
Right.
package.
Well, and the Sega Genesis and the Nintendo 64.
Those
So
are
you
the
get
big
both,
ones.
so.
Those are
yes.
the big ones.
Anybody else in there sleepovers?
No, man, we didn't. We were not
At all?
allowed.
No.
Nope.
DeAndre, no.
Yeah, I went to go hang out at my boy's house and stuff like that.
Did you
Oh,
have
Vanilla
any,
Decadence? Is that your buzzer?
Vanilla Duckins?
Wow.
Like any rules, like anything that was different that struck you as odd?
No, not really. no.
Okay.
The other one was always like you would always have that one parent or one kid or two who would talk to his parents in a really aggressive manner. You know what I mean? Like
That got me, too.
that was always
Yeah.
one of those like they would talk back
Yeah.
to their folks because that just wasn't happening in my house.
I was
And-
in shock.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes.
You're going to get killed. You can't say that.
right,
Yeah.
and nothing would happen.
Nothing
They'd
would
get what they
happen.
wanted.
What would happen if you raised your voice to Mucho?
He'd be fine.
Oh.
Like,
Oh, really?
He really
Oh.
was
Oh.
never the. By the way, I wouldn't have gotten to that point because my mother made sure I wasn't going to. You got to remember, It's a different world in my house.
Your
My
dad
mother-
was super chill.
My dad was chill, but it was no nonsense. When he was home, he was a different person than who he was on the air. But my mother used to make me read in front of her.
Yeah.
And if I said the word or stumbled or something, like it wasn't a rule or hit, it was a rule or tap. Like, no. My mother, who was not in agreement with President Reagan at the time when I was younger, made me still watch Reagan speeches to learn how to speak properly. Head up. I was very shy, would volunteer me to do stuff in front of the class, and I would be having like anxiety attacks at 7 years old.
Oh, my
She's
God.
like, get out there and speak in front of everybody. So I would never have the...
Should be thanking her for your career.
Exactly. I would never have the cojones to say that to her, albeit my father. No, never.
Okay.
Every now and then it would shock you. And that is the story he told me today. There's something called a poop knife. Have you ever heard of this before?
Hell no.
A what?
Poop knife.
No.
Okay, so he told this story.
Cappy's got one of those, I think.
Does he really? Okay, so he said this is one of the things that he didn't know. He grew up in Maine, right? They have a different diet. So they actually have a thing that's next to the bowl where you have to kind of, make pieces
What
so
are
you
they
can
eating?
flush.
What are they eating in Maine?
I don't know, but this is what
This is
he said.
a little much, probably. You could have just said, you got to break it up.
Right, but he said the
we all
first time
got
he
it.
went to somebody else's house, he asked for one and was shocked that it wasn't there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Never heard of this.
Me either. This is what I'm saying. This is 6 o'clock this morning, and I was in complete shock. I didn't know what to say.
This is like in To Kill a Mockingbird when the one kid keeps putting syrup on everything.
Yeah.
And you know the one I'm talking about,
I
right?
don't.
Really? You've never read To
I
Kill a
have,
Mockingbird?
but it's been that's since
Remember
the
the
8th grade.
kid that comes over and Scout and the other kid?
Yeah.
Because the neighbor, the weird one, keeps putting
Boo
syrup
Radley?
on everything. Yeah, Boo Radley
Yeah.
keeps
Uh-huh.
putting syrup.
Yeah.
That's a
Okay.
good pull.
Okay.
I couldn't, I had 3 strokes, so I couldn't pull the
Is
Bull
this your
Radley.
friend Max?
I'm sorry, I wrote an essay
This is
on
Max.
that.
Right.
That tracks.
Okay. Yeah.
So what? Okay, so is there anything that we take out of this?
I
So, like,
just-
what is
No,
he?
That's why
sometimes with DeMarco, you don't really take a lot
That's
out
why
of
I
it. You
was
just keep
asking
going.
about different rules.
No, because I'm still kind of in shock about I'm trying to think like why would the system not why would it support?
I have
something?
no
Do they
idea.
not have vegetables in Maine?
Something like that.
They have
Travis,
Metamucil?
Travis,
But they
this
eat
is like
fish
mile
more, right?
1, and
Yeah.
he's telling me about
No
the
fiber.
diet, but all I could think about was that. And
Yeah.
he really told me he was in shock.
But doesn't the water break it down?
I
Sorry,
have
that-
There's a
no
lot
idea.
of fish in Maine,
No
too. That's
idea.
usually pretty easy to handle.
No idea.
Here,
Yes.
This
That's what
is
he told
not
me.
where I thought you were
Can
going
we,
to go.
can we
at
send
all.
Funchy on assignment to figure more out about
No.
this?
Poor
Maine.
Funchy.
Yeah,
No.
What the Funch
Yes.
in Maine version? What's the budget for Good Karma? You guys are making a lot in ads.
Wow.
It's been great. The station's doing great. Let's send Funchy out to Maine.
Here I thought you were going to say, my friend believed in the fairy,
No.
fairy. Like, I didn't get allowance, and I thought it was weird when people did.
I told the same story Travis told. Normal. Like, the first time a kid yelled at his mom.
Yeah.
I was in complete shock. That was my story. This
Some
is what
good
he,
stuff in the YouTube chat
This is
right
what he
now.
hit me with. Yeah.
Ron Mexico's RPO, friend of P1 of the station, said, just let DeMarco tire himself out. That is true. We got another one. Poop Knife needs to be the new name of this segment. Like that.
Oh.
J9861, what the F is DeMarco talking about? We ask ourselves that quite often. During this segment,
I
sometimes
had
you
to
take
share
people
this, yes.
you take people on a stroll and we don't know necessarily where we're going.
Can I defend DeMarco for 1 second? He's agreeing with that take. He's saying, "What the
Absolutely.
heck?"
That's
He's
what I'm
saying,
saying.
he's not a pro poop knife
No,
guy.
I was
He's
just
saying,
curious.
"What's wrong with this guy?"
Can we stop saying that?
Poop knife?
No.
I told him I'd tell the story and watch. It's going to be
I feel
popular.
like a
There
ruler
it
would be
is.
more
Do you
effective.
think it's
because
like
longer?
Do you think it's a regular knife or it's like a plastic
That's
knife?
what I was.
See, I
You need
I
something
didn't
longer
need to
than a
know
knife.
that.
You don't want a knife because the knife's too short. Because then you're touching water if
Are
you
you
have the
doing
knife.
the
You want
steak
like a
knife?
sword?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, poop sword. Poop sword.
Right.
Or a poof dagger. Or what's Raphael's
No, a
thing? Is that
dagger's too
kai?
short.
What's the one
Sorry,
Raphael has?
You want like a saber.
Katana.
Okay. No, is a katana that's what
That's
Leo
the long
has?
sword.
No?
A machete.
Yeah, no, you want like a
A sai sword.
a sai. Yeah, you
Sai
want what,
sword.
what Raphael has.
That's a good point.
Yeah, yeah.
Those aren't
Raphael,
short.
Are you talking
the
Ninja
turtle?
Turtles?
Ninja Turtles.
Oh.
Yeah, of
I
course.
was like, who's Raphael?
I'm
It
a
took me a
little
second.
bit-
It took me a second. Yeah, I didn't know.
You know what I'm talking about, DeAndre.
Right, yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Chocolate decadence, please.
There you
Come
go.
on, man.
Well, he couldn't remember his wrestling name that he came up with a couple
What
months
was
ago.
your wrestling name?
I gotta think about it, man. That was a while back.
Come on, man. Sedano or Cat might remember because that was
Yeah, for
was
sure.
back in those days.
What's on tap today on ESPN LA?
Nothing better than that.
The Lakers are back on home court to take on the Orlando Magic. The Toyota Lakers countdown with Better Durant starts at 6 p.m. with tip-off at 7:30. Hear it on your afternoon drive on 7:10 a.m. or in crystal clear digital audio on the all-new ESPN LA app brought to you by Michelob Ultra. A superior taste worth playing for. The official beer sponsor of the Los Angeles Lakers. Please enjoy responsibly. By the way, Michelob Ultra Zero. It's beautiful.
It's good.
One of the great 0.0s out there. I
Still
love
haven't
it.
tried one.
The Michelob Ultra or any of them?
Any of the non-alcoholic beers.
0.0,
Yeah.
the Ultra, the Heineken 0.0,
that one,
the Stella 0.0, and the Peroni 0.0, all top shelf.
The Heineken is my favorite.
Heineken?
The
Yeah.
Peroni one's down the list.
Really?
Or no, not the Peroni one. That's the Stella
Oh,
one.
I was gonna say, I
like a Peroni.
I haven't had the Peroni yet.
The Peroni one, you can't tell the difference. And
You
I've
know
had
what's
many
not a bad
Peronis
one?
in my life.
Is the Corona one.
So I never was a Corona fan really to begin
Okay.
with.
The Corona one's not bad.
Have you tried the premium Corona? What's it called?
That's like the light one, right?
No, there's one. It's like Corona Platinum or something. I'll
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
but that's not non-alcoholic.
No,
It's lighter.
It's
alcohol.
lighter.
Yeah, it's got a lower percentage.
Yeah. Corona
The
Premier.
Familiar?
Corona Premier.
No, the
Yeah,
Familiar has more.
Oh, just kidding.
yeah.
That one I
Give me
heard
that
is
one.
really good.
That is good.
Gotcha.
They're all pretty good.
They're all good.
I'm kind of.
I miss
I'm
beer.
down with all. Of
Yeah.
them. What do you mean you miss it?
Yeah, I
Oh,
can
you don't drink
it. I
carbonated
can
drinks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
miss beer a lot.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Wow.
Red Stripe was one of my go-tos.
Okay.
I hate watching combine coverage, by the way. Because every player that comes up, you're like, I want that guy.
Oh,
I can see how he fits.
Yeah, I don't have that same feeling.
That is quite a segue. Poop knife to combine.
I'm just saying.
Do you want to talk some combine coming up?
We can. What they're looking for. We talked about the coaching staff. You
Okay,
know,
let's do that.
Yeah.
But first, Travis is going to tell us about our friends at Rotolo Chevrolet.
I would love to tell you about my friends at Rotolo Chevrolet, #1 dealer of the year, 14 years in a row. And they do it by we talk about teams, we talk about game plans and, strategies and all these things. Their strategy is the most simple strategy in the world, but it's very hard to do. And that is just make sure that every customer is treated like an all-star. From the moment you come on the lot at Rotolo Chevrolet, you're going to feel good. It's transparent. It's courteous. It's upfront. You know every single part of the sales process from the moment you get there until the moment you drive away with your new Rotolo Chevrolet Silverado or car or truck. It is the best place to go look for your Silverados. They got them all, every make, model, and color that you can think of, and it's right there in Fontana, right off the 210 freeway, Sierra Avenue exit. You can't miss it, and they're going to treat you well. Whether you run into Jabari, who showed me all the bells and whistles on my Silverado, whether you're talking with Frank in finance, whether you meet Armando Rojo, the general manager, who's playing in our softball game, and, of course, Mike Capozio, who's running the entire show and making sure you get exactly what you want. If you're thinking, Trap, that's awesome. I want to meet all those guys, but I don't live in Fontana. No problem. RotoloChevy.com. ROTOLO. RotoloChevy.com. And whether you go in store or whether you go online, make sure they know that Travis sent you in to Rotolo Chevrolet.
Why do we grill to order at Waba Grill? It's just better for you. Download the Waba Rewards app or order online at wabagrill.com. Waba Grill, it's for you.
The Lake Show Battle the Magic. Coverage begins tonight at 6 p.m.
The Lake Show lives here. 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
Tax season is officially here, and before you blow it all on gadgets or golf clubs, let me throw out a smarter play. VisionWorks. If it's been a minute since your last eye exam, this is the perfect time to invest in something that actually matters, your vision. VisionWorks has eye exams, stylish frames, and trusted doctors to make sure your eyes are always game ready. You got that refund for a reason, so put it to some good use. There are 7 VisionWorks locations in the OC, Santa Ana, Fullerton, Brea, Rancho Santa Margarita, Buena Park, Lake Forest, and Laguna Niguel. VisionWorks, see the difference.
ESPN LA family, I'm personal injury attorney Joseph S. Normand. 2026 marks 15 years that you've trusted me to represent you. When you're hurt and down, I'm honored to fight for you in personal injury cases when it matters most. Numbers don't lie. I'm the real deal. The voice you hear is a voice you get. If you've been injured in an accident, call 213-747-1234, 213-747-1234, or visit normandlegal.com. Normand Legal, built on trust, proven by results.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Jeff's day is off to a slow start. So he heads to AutoZone, America's #1 battery destination, where Sammy, a local AutoZoner, tests his battery for free. Looks like he just needs a charge, and Sammy does that for free too. In no time at all, Jeff is back on the road, ready to finish the day strong. Free battery testing and charging at every store. No hassles, just help.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
$422 on a Live Imaging Tuesday, presented by Providence. It is American Heart Month. Learn more at providence.org/SoCalHeart. Take care of yourself. Like Travis checking his blood pressure with the Abnergat cuff. How do we look?
128/80.
It's going to be elevated. You're doing a radio show. So that's right.
I didn't look at that, but I know what that is. That's usually my resting heart rate's about 55.
See if it comes up here. No, it doesn't come up here.
Yeah.
We need Fidel to sweet talk
I'm a
the
healthy guy
guys at
right
some
now.
point.
I don't get to say that very often.
Yeah, you're a healthy dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
Look at that
coming up.
guy over there.
I know, that guy was less healthy.
That guy was less healthy.
A little less healthy.
A little bit.
Yeah.
60 pounds ago.
There you go.
Tune in to DeMarco and Travis all week for your chance to win a pair of tickets to Pechanga Resort Casino's annual wine festival and chocolate decadence. That's how we got DeAndre's nickname today. Saturday, March 7th. When you hear the cue to call, get ready to sweet talk your way into a night of chocolate and wine. Visit Pechanga.com for tickets and details. So that's what's coming up, is the sweet talk, which the afternoon show, this show, did yesterday.
Yeah.
So today we'll do that again. But I think we do it not only a caller has to sweet talk to the guys, you have to sweet talk to the guys. You have to make chocolate decadence.
Oh, boy.
And producer Laura, say that you're a good sweet talker. Are you a good sweet talker? Were you good with Mrs. Trudeau?
I think so.
Good enough, right?
I'd like to think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
I mean, still together. You've got children.
Yeah.
It must have worked out all right.
I like to think so, but I don't want to promise anything now. I mean, I have been out of practice since
It's like a muscle.
Years.
You got to use it.
Yeah.
Use it or lose it.
That's a good point, though. I should, to my wife Annie. Maybe I need to not have the attitude that I just had. Like, it's I don't need that anymore. Maybe I need to, be thinking about continuing to pursue her,
Vanilla
even
Duckins.
all these years after with 3
Vanilla
kids.
Please do.
There you go.
Date
That's
your
the
wife.
line, right? You
Maybe
gotta
that's
date
the
your
way-
partner.
Yeah,
There you
date
go.
your partner.
Maybe that's the way I have to feel. Yeah.
What are you smiling at?
I'm smiling at DeAndre.
Oh, about chocolate decadence?
No, just in general. I mean, so I like to smile at him.
Of course. Sure, that makes you feel very comfortable, right, DeAndre? That's certainly something that you're looking for at the beginning of every day.
That's weird.
So the Combine, has it always been? Because I feel like when we see old, documentaries about how Radio Row at the Super Bowl was nothing, and then, a few radio shows showed up, and then all of a sudden it became this thing. The Combine, like the Rich Eisen show was there today live, doing the radio show that was also on ESPN at the same time. The Combine, NFL Network with the full weekend, it feels like over the last 20 years, it's really become something that now has become yet another weekend that everybody's tuning into the NFL.
It absolutely exploded. It's a good place for rumors. That's the thing. Was it Clinton that said the rumor mill? What did he call it for the NBA?
Yeah, it's the transaction NBA.
Transaction NBA.
Yeah.
Well, this is where most of the transactions happened. I got friends down there right now. I'm like, if there's any scuttlebutt, let me know. The only thing I got back was the biggest story at the Combine this year is Max Crosby staying with the Raiders, which tells me there's nothing going on. But usually the Combine shouldn't be on TV. It should be just a bunch of dudes, running around getting tested and whatnot. But it's become this big thing, and it's kind of weird, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I think it's the perfect example of how monstrously successful the NFL is.
Yeah.
That it is a non-thing, right? It is literally just measuring things.
I mean,
how
it
tall,
means something.
Well,
Yeah.
we could talk about that, but they've turned it into a TV show. Right? How much do you weigh, how tall you are, just that's not interesting.
How fast you
but
are.
It
what you
is,
catch.
right?
Yeah.
So but again, this is stuff that you just, if it were just the information, you just look at the next day, he's 6'3", he's 285 pounds, and he ran a 4.6. Okay. Like to turn that into a TV show just demonstrates our endless appetite for all things football.
But watch it like this. When you see a kid's highlight, like him actually playing football,
that's much more interesting.
It is. But then you get to see that kid run. You want to see how much of an athlete he is, because you'd be surprised the dudes that like make 1,000 tackles, run like a 5-flat 40. You're like, oh my God, I didn't know you were that slow. I can't put you out there.
But he made 1,000 tackles. This is the part that I don't understand. Like playing football to me is more important than what you do in your underwear when you're not playing football.
1,000 tackles won't translate to the next level. That's what I mean.
But it can't be the only thing.
No,
like watching, if you're playing at Ohio State or Alabama or Michigan or Oklahoma or any of these places, it should maybe.
Okay.
We'll see.
Just trying.
If you are tearing up against other guys that are likely to be in the league, that means more to me than you might have run a tenth of a second too slow.
Great point with Alabama, especially with Nick Saban. He is notorious for beating his guys up.
Yeah.
Another reason I want to see you run and cut and whatnot, because I think the Rams did it. They drafted a guy with a blown knee. Like he never recovered, and that's all that Alabama stuff. Most of those Alabama running backs didn't really pan out because of that, except for one. King Henry.
Yeah, Livingston was pretty good until he wasn't.
They came in all beat up. But, I mean, it does have value, but you're right. It did become a TV show, and I never got why.
Because you put, oh, look, that's a Raider logo. That's a Ram logo. That's a Steeler logo. That's a Cowboy logo.
Can I counter this a little bit?
Sure.
Well, so now one is that I don't have any interest in the Combine. Now, I'm a big NFL fan. I will certainly watch every weekend. I think that the NFL, and not intentionally, benefits a ton from scarcity in terms of the games itself. So if there were 17 NBA games per team and they were once a week,
oh God, yeah,
and the building the storylines into them and the games themselves, just think about how much each one would matter. And then the playoff push, single elimination, NBA playoffs. Can you imagine that week to week? So like the middle ground is the English Premier League, which is 38 games, which to me ends up being kind of like the perfect amount almost. Now double that, and you're at NBA, NHL, and then you get to baseball, which is a whole nother, which is a whole nother. But we kind of baseball exists. That's part of the beauty of baseball, right?
It's a war of attrition.
Yeah, and so like I it's not that I want to take credit away from the NFL, but I think now it's like, oh, look at the genius of the NFL and the draft now is in the Combine. It's like really it's because we can all follow the fantasy. We all can watch once a week. We can all have a team that we follow because it's so easy to only have to watch a team once a week. And the game itself, again, I love the game. I love basketball. I love soccer too. But to me, it's the scarcity element that they've maximized for TV is a big part of it.
Entirely. But that's why the draft is like, ooh, we got another 3 days of football content, or those Combine, whatever the Combine is, 4 or 5 days. We've got 4 or 5 more days of this. And then camp is not for another couple of months. Like they dole out just enough of this, and then they have a 4-month, 5-month sprint where to where your point, where every game matters. You're riveted to even week 8 matters. It matters. If we win this game, we're at top of our division. Where is the equivalent of week 8 in the NBA or Major League Baseball is game 40 or games 81. And you're like, yeah, who cares?
And that's so college football has that same advantage over all the other college sports, and then basketball really just has the tournament and maybe the conference tournaments, but because it's that kind of one and done part of it. So it's the calendar part. I'm just like, what am I getting out of the Combine? It's like, really, it's just for medicals, what they do, and then we all know the sprint times already.
Me, but it's for somebody.
Well, it kind of informs when you think about it this way, right? When you think about roster construction and what you want to do with this team, what you want to do is put all your money on offense, and what you want to try to do is stay younger on defense. And I hate even saying that. I would resist the urge to pay anyone on defense. I would keep drafting and developing younger players on defense. I think that's how you stay ahead of the economics of football in this regard.
What was the Seahawks model with that?
You can win with the Legion of Boom. You can when you have when you're on a quarterback's rookie deal, but you better hit all those picks and you better be good. That's also a way to get around NFL economics. But when you do have a 37-year-old quarterback or a guy that's making 25-30% of your cap, I think you have to be thrifty on the defensive side of the football, and I hate myself for saying that. But that's just where you are, kind of like the Lakers, I guess.
And thrifty means young, basically?
Yeah.
Younger guys are less expensive,
That's why I keep looking up. I mean, what this draft is loaded with, and I love their edge rushers the Rams have now, but it's loaded with edge rushers. That's what I mean. I would keep drafting and developing there. People tried to do it with running backs by committee. I think you can actually do that on that side of the ball and be cheap, draft and develop, good coaching. and then put all your money on the Stafford basket and let him score you 50 points.
The whole league is predicated on offense. The rules favor the offense almost every time. Every time it's tweaked, it's towards more scoring, more offense. And I guess if you just double down on what you're good at, I don't hate it as a strategy unless you have a clear weakness, which I believe that the Rams did in their secondary. Like their edges.
You got to get better there.
You're going to have to fix that. Now, if you can fix it young, great.
Now,
but if you can't, then you're going to have to go spend a little bit of money on that side.
Could you argue that the teams that advance, so outside of the Rams, though, you've got the Broncos, the Patriots, the Seahawks, probably all better on defense than offense?
Yeah.
Right?
Knicks, first deal. Who else did you say?
Patriots,
right? First deal.
Broncos, and Seahawks.
Yeah.
Now Darnold came in, but he's
a different story.
But he's still like he's what, probably middle of the road in terms of payment.
No, that's
$25 million or something.
Great way to go. Vrabel just missed. You didn't get the win, but you're in the Super Bowl. Now, 4 or 5 years from now, you're going to be in the same boat as everyone else. If he stays where he is, just good enough, he's going to become Kirk Cousins. You're going to pay him a bunch of money.
I'm trying to think like of the guy of the organizations that have been consistently good, and maybe they're not winning a bunch. Maybe you are, but I think there's 3 teams, maybe even 4. That you could say over the last 10, even 4, that you could say over the last 10 years have been consistently good year after year after year. It's the Chiefs, offense. It's the Rams, offense. It's the Patriots with Brady and Belichick, offense. And it's the Eagles, offense. Right?
Is Eagles more offense? I feel like the defense has been pretty consistently
even.
Stacked.
Is it more okay?
Well, Saquon,
you got AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, like they have star players on offense. Dallas Goedert is a really good tight end.
But haven't you had stud defensive players the whole way through though?
We've had,
but
the narrative is because the defense has been carried only because the offense can't get things going. But as far as talent, if we're looking at stars, Eagles offense is definitely shadows more.
But I think the Rams and the Chiefs and the Pats, and even the Bucks, who were good for a few years, but it was Brady. Like they had an incredible offensive team, and that's the thing. Like you can pop with defense, but it feels like you're going to come back down relatively
But they nailed the one spot. It's those quarterbacks. That's the problem. You're paying for mediocrity. Like when they were talking about Kirk Cousins and how much money he's made career, that's a damn shame.
Like 5th most in the league.
Crazy. But that's what you pay for. That's what Jacksonville's paying for. That's what a lot of people are paying for.
I think where you get stuck is if you pay star money for mediocre performance.
Right. With this dude, I think, like I said, and I
that's
hate
in any
this
walk of life, by the way.
Huh?
Oh, for sure.
Any walk of life.
For
if
sure.
you're paying somebody to be a star and they stink.
Okay.
And why aren't you more into the combine? Don't you need a quarterback?
But is a quarterback going to present himself at the combine?
I'm not finding out.
If you're the Raiders, you know who your guy is. Everybody else, you better be evaluating.
But I'm not making my evaluation there.
The best guys don't even
you're
do
going to
anything.
be looking at how these guys throw. You should be.
I'd like to watch him play football. Maybe I'm weird like that.
He should be. You need a QB.
I can look at there 40 times, but I can do that in 15 seconds after the that's all. Like how many bench press?
Come
it's
on.
like if I'm a
wait a minute, maybe the combine's undervalued in this room.
do you keep throwing it to the wrong guy? I don't want you. Do you keep throwing it to the right guy? Let's take another look.
So you like a guy, right? And then you find out his measurables. Like he's got really tiny hands. He's got really, and you see him without a game setting, and you realize I hate your delivery. That's what this is for.
And he just keeps winning everywhere he goes. It's not. It might be something I have a conversation with my people, but it's not going to turn me off for sure.
Or he's great at the deep ball, but he keeps one hopping a 15-yard out. That's the stuff I want to see.
I need to see some one hoppers on tape, not at the combine.
Or you can't throw on the move.
Yeah. Again, but this would be one thing if we just had to project without any actual football performance. But we have multiple years against pretty good competition.
It has value. Like I said, I'm shocked they made it a TV product, but it does have that has a lot of value. You get to see the guys up close and talk to them.
Yeah, the NBA does the same thing with they'll make a TV product out of it. But the main thing is to get all of the execs in one place and actually have them talking, and that's where all the deals seem to get done.
Correct.
And that's why they do it.
Yeah.
We got a little tip or no tip, or am I one? I think I'm one too early. I'm one too early. You said something
too
that
early,
I kind of want to follow.
I jumped.
You jumped. Well, we're all discombobulated right now.
Why?
Little discombobulation.
Because it's lit?
Maybe it's
because it's Tuesday presented by Providence.
Presented by Providence.
Is it because of the chocolate decadence?
Could be all of that.
Might be.
Could be all of that.
You don't want to try to sweet talk us before 5? Or is it 5:30 today? Because
Travis just said that I said something brilliant that made him think you want to follow up on.
I don't think I said
I
brilliant.
took it as brilliant.
Oh,
Interesting and perhaps brilliant, Mike Trudell. No, you said this is across all sports. Pay premium prices for mediocre to average or something less than premium performance.
Gonna sink your business.
Is that Austin Reeves?
No.
No?
No.
No.
You know what Cappy said this morning?
I should have waited for the tease, I guess, there.
Cappy said this morning, what if you blew it all up, move Luka, and just build around Austin Reeves?
I feel like he threw that out a month ago to enrage Sedano.
But again, I'm not saying that he's...
That's usually my job.
Let's do this. Right. Let's do this. Let's come back and talk about this, because I'm not saying that he's a mediocre player. He's clearly much better than that. But if you're going to pay premium prices, you need premium performances kind of regular. We'll get into that coming up in just a little bit. It's DeMarco and Travis. Trudell is here on a lit Tuesday, ESPN LA.
In Los Angeles, greatness isn't an option. It's expected. From the skyhook of Kareem
Abdul-Jabbar with a skyhook
to the showtime flair of Magic.
Magic fires for three. Got it at the buzzer. Magic hit a three-pointer.
To the relentless fire of the Mamba.
Bryant for the win.
This is a franchise built on icons. And now the story continues with the power and vision of LeBron.
Fall away 17-footer good again. LeBron has dialed back the clock.
And the next generation talent of
Luka, another three. Good again!
Different eras, same standard. Championship expectations.
Me, LeBron, and AR, I think we're the leaders of this group.
From the legends of yesterday to the superstars of right now, Lakers basketball lives here. ESPN Los Angeles.
Your heart works hard for you every day. February is American Heart Month, and it's a great time to check in on your heart health. Hey, it's Chris Morales, and Providence brings together some of the brightest minds in cardiac care, all focused on protecting what matters most, your heart. Their teams combine advanced treatments with compassionate, personal care right here in Southern California. So this month, take a step towards better health. Get moving, eat well, or schedule that checkup. Providence is here to support healthier hearts in every community. Learn more at providence.org/SoCalHeart.
This is an important notice to all U.S. taxpayers. The IRS is giving away billions of dollars in tax savings through a federal program called the Fresh Start Initiative to aid delinquent taxpayers. This initiative was established for anyone facing financial hardship and unable to pay their back taxes. Qualifying and enrolling in this program will stop all collections, settle your delinquent tax problem, and even reduce what you owe by thousands of dollars. Call the hotline at People's Tax Relief to see if you qualify and get this free information by dialing 800-372-2017. If you have unfiled tax returns or cannot afford to pay your personal or business back taxes, you can now get the help you need. One simple phone call can resolve your tax problem and save you thousands of dollars. To see if you qualify and to get this important free information, call 800-372-2017. 800-372-2017. 800-372-2017.
It's not weird. It's just a question, man. Live Imaging Tuesday presented by Providence.
I don't know why it popped into your head, but sure.
You in that tie and nothing else?
Yeah, I don't know why that, in accordance with my personal life, I don't know why that part of it came into your head.
See, you're getting caught up on the personal life. That doesn't matter.
Okay.
It was more about you.
Yeah, I'm not worried about your personal life. If we're going to please somebody else, sure, I'm a pleaser.
Okay.
In that context.
440 on a Live Imaging Tuesday. What'd you tease?
Vanilla decadence.
Vanilla decadence? Is that got a lot of
See
decadent
how it came
folks
all the way
in
around.
here.
See, you were annoyed for a second, then you realized
Wasn't annoyed.
it's all going to cascade
I was just trying
into a beautiful waterfall.
Not annoyed. I was just I was like, how do I go along with this bit? That was all I was trying to figure out.
You don't always have to.
Yeah, you don't always have to.
Sometimes you can just pull the ripcord and say,
Don't always have to say yes, man.
I'm only in here like once or twice a week now. If it were every day, then I think I would be much more comfortable.
Do you think we could do it together every day?
Welcome to my world.
You think we could do it together every day? Do you think
we did that for a while, and then you got rid of me.
When?
You were Thompson and Trudell. So I'm
Yeah,
saying
but I wasn't part of that.
Yeah, no, we did used to do it every day. But
do you think you and I could work on the same show every day? 15 hours a week.
Probably. I'd say it'd be similar to the way that Sedano tells me it is with you, where he overall loves the experience. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it gets to the point where he needs a little space.
Well, don't worry, because he takes like 3 days off a week, so it's perfect.
You saw it.
You saw it.
That was the most telegraphed comeback I've ever seen. Yeah, that was coming in hot. That was an easy.
Well, look, when you're as talented as Sedano and you can do as many things,
Get a lot of
the senior company, the company keeps asking you to do it. You know,
by the way, it's 2 for 2 with the left hand into the trash can.
I gotta go get a charger. Go ahead.
With the left.
With the left.
With the,
That's 2 for 2 with
it.
the
I trust you.
Starbucks.
That matters.
Swizzle
I did
stick.
not see it.
I respect that.
Both hands.
I respect that.
So it's happening. That guy right there, Sonny Styles, I played with his father. I hate saying that. Lorenzo Styles was on our Super Bowl team. His son is going to be like the first linebacker off the board. I think that's so cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
No, that eventually it's like, oh, I remember his dad.
I know.
And
yeah.
then it's like, and then we're getting close to the next generation.
Yeah, stop
right?
it. That was like 2 people
when
ago.
Chris Gwynn, Tony Gwynn Jr. showed up, I'm like, oh, man.
Yeah.
This is not good. And now I don't know what Tony Gwynn Jr. is up to right now, but he's got to be getting close to having a guy who could have a teenager.
Yeah.
I mean, it could happen pretty quickly.
Sons of famous fathers, rough.
Yeah, especially if you're going to go into the same line of work.
Jared Payton had a rough go. Yeah.
Well, I mean, go play tennis.
Yeah.
You know,
rip off a 15-yard run and be like, that's it?
Yeah. Well,
What do
think
you
about
mean?
Charlie Woods, right? who clearly is a very talented junior golfer.
Oh, yeah.
But he ain't his dad, which, by the way, is not an insult because nobody is. But you're going to constantly be compared to him. He swings just like him. It's like he's a good kid golfer. But, yeah, it's tough. Anyway, what we were talking about was you mentioned we were talking about paying premium prices for non-premium talent. And I asked you about Austin Reeves and whether or not that is something to consider when doing it. It's like he's a very good player, an all-star caliber player. But if you're going to pay the rate that looks like it's coming, and Mike, help me out a little bit with what that is. Are we talking $40 million a year? Could it be that high?
So, yes, but at the end part of it. But what I would tell you is that he doesn't really qualify for this because you can't pay him like the max of a max player in the league, which is 10 years of experience, 35% of the cap, like what you can pay Luka, what LeBron is paid. He can't make that much.
Okay.
So even the most that he can make, and who knows what's going to happen negotiation wise, him and the Lakers and all of that. But even if it were the absolute top dollar, I think that you can make a good argument that he can make that worthwhile.
Sure.
You just have to make the rest of the roster fit around the skill set that he and Luka Doncic have.
100%.
Yeah.
My question is, though, if he's going to make the maximum money that he's eligible to make,
mm-hmm.
and he's going to give you the performances that we've seen, which is usually pretty good because those premium guys, those all-star level guys, and I think he's just kind of knocking on that door, maybe in it sometimes. But if he's going to be the proverbial second best player on a title team,
mm-hmm.
is he that? Well, or is he the guy that needs to be the third best player on your team?
Who's on that list of what he's about to make? Like, what's he compared to? Who?
It's just like basically
money.
Like second contract for a guy that like wasn't a top pick whose number doesn't escalate like right away. But he's in it like he's like a mid-tier, like a lower level all-star basically type of a player. So not that like if
That's
you get up to 25 or 30%. Now Murray's on a full max now, but like his previous, because Murray's now up to 10 years as a vet. His previous contract though would be what Austin would be getting closer to, and that's fine.
That would be worth it.
And that's a really good
value,
pull. Like,
yeah.
is he Jamal Murray? Can he be the second guy on a team like the Denver Nuggets, where Jokic is clearly the guy? That's going to be Luka for the Lakers.
Yep.
Can he fill that role regularly the way that Jamal Murray has done?
So I think so, and I think it's a good comp that you make to Denver. But what you need then, though, you have to nail the third, the fourth, the fifth. Yeah,
you need
KCP. And that's what's hard. That's what every
Yeah.
team's trying to do.
Yeah.
So every team's second best player, Austin Reeves is better than some teams' second best player. And there are some teams that have a better third best player than Austin Reeves. You could argue.
I'd love to see that list.
And so we could go through it if you want, but so just statistically right now, right? So Austin Reeves, 25 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds, 1 steal on 50% from the field, 7.2 free throws made. That's top 15 to 20 statistical production. Okay. Now, what you need along with that, obviously, is
the other side
defense.
of the Oreo.
He's not a top 15 defender by any means. Those are mostly offensive and efficiency stats. But he does rebound his position. He does defend better than some people think. I would point you to the game-clinching charge that he drew a couple games ago. Like that, he's got the IQ to make big plays on that end when he has to. So it's just that you need, if you're giving me the build and it's Luka's obviously that top guy, and there's only a couple that are the top where he is. If Austin is occupying that Jamal Murray role, then you really need to figure out how to get the big, athletic, defensive, all-around type players in the rest of the roster. And that, I'm sure that's what the Lakers are going to try to do moving forward.
That's the challenge, right? But just to stick with Reeves for a second, it's
a gamble.
Being Jamal Murray is really hard. That is a very, very important role. That if Jokic can be maximum Jokic, Luka can be maximum Luka. If that next guy is even a little bit less than what you need, now everyone else that's behind him in this proverbial succession order needs to elevate.
Mm-hmm.
And the more you miss in each spot, the more the next guy needs to pick it up. And I think that's where it gets really, because LeBron and Luka, you look at two guys, and LeBron's a weird one because of his age at this point. But that's like, okay, we're good, and now that third guy can be maybe not quite as good as the other guy's third guy. But I just that delta for Reeves to me feels very, very narrow. That if he doesn't hit it the way, like the best version of him, there's no question of it. But if you get the 80% version of it, the 85% version of it, just often enough, that puts an incredible amount of pressure on everyone else.
How much of what I just saw is real when I see a six-man light him up?
I mean, it's no different from him lighting up all kinds of guys around the league this year.
Mm-hmm.
Like Austin Reeves is averaging much better overall numbers than Peyton Pritchard. He's won the Lakers a ton of games doing what Pritchard did to him, and he didn't light Reeves up back three. Like, there aren't many guys that if you're going to hit step back threes off the dribble, like, you just kind of pat the guy in the butt. Like, but he is the type of player he is. It's closer to a Jalen Brunson, like a Kyrie, a guy who can absolutely carry your offense. And where I like Austin a little bit more than a guy like Brunson is that he's not targeted in the same way that Brunson is, because he's bigger. Reeves is 6'5".
Yeah.
Okay, Brunson's like 6'1". And so that makes a difference. It's not, but he's not a plus on D, but he's not going to kill you. You just have to put a lot more around him. So I just think that Reeves has shown very clearly that, and especially with all these, when either LeBron or Luka is out, if you give him more usage, he keeps his same level of efficiency. And that's the test. Okay, usually what happens is, here's a bunch of shots, and this is what every like young guard in the NBA. Hey, take like Fears, right? A young point guard for the Pelicans. If you give him 20 shots a game, he might shoot 32%.
Right.
He just can't carry the usage. Reeves can do it. Like, he'll bust you for 35 or 40, and so that to me is sustainable. Again, just the roster build out. You got to give him some big guys around him,
and then you can start to evaluate JJ.
Right.
When you get the build out that we've been talking about.
And I think we have enough to evaluate JJ, but I'm not going to say that you give anyone a lifelong yes, he's it. But he's shown all of the things that you have to have as a coach, I think.
If Vando could just get healthy, we would be fine.
Vando can get it.
That's one place where I won't do the injury excuses, though, because I modern NBA, you're going to have guys hurt.
Yeah,
there's no wait till everybody
for years
gets.
It was Vando.
Well,
now it's roster construction.
Vando.
That was for sure a Lakers Twitter.
We just keep punting. We just keep punting.
That was a Lakers Twitter thing.
Lakers fans, aren't you tired of punting constantly?
I don't think reasonable Laker fans think that that's the case. I think that is
You're not going to win a championship this year. Now you're saying you're not going to win next year.
I'm not saying you're not going to win next year.
Next year's not a hard no.
Who said that?
You're trying to punt. I can
No,
only
I'm
hear
not.
it.
Dude, a lot of stuff could happen this offseason.
This year, I think the writing's on the
with
wall.
Rob as the GM, or does he need a little help in there?
I mean, I think Rob has done a very good job also, just as JJ Redick has.
I think
and we'll see what they do.
JJ!
That is, let's get a lot of smart people in the room and make some decisions. And if
Giannis.
they land on him, great. And if we don't, also great.
As you're trying to poke
That's
here,
chocolate
how am I
decadence.
doing relative to Sedano in terms of like getting angry?
Well, you don't get angry. So you actually remain completely calm, and you kind of give me a smirk. No, he doesn't get angry.
Well, he got a little angry.
Compared to me calling me a simpleton, a jerk face,
That was
what he did.
Bit boy.
But you got a little angry.
Bit boy.
JT, Bit Boy's the one.
Boy's
There's a
a good
jingle
one.
in there they made. If you search Bit Boy, there's a jingle that they all made.
Did they make
That sounds derogatory.
Yeah, slightly, but that's okay. JT
Bit
the
Boy.
Brick was right about me. I'm nothing but bits. If you actually want to be a talk show host, which I've never said I want to be, I'm just on the shows, but then you can't do this because you make insane points.
Wait.
Well,
Why
that's
is it
true.
called the Morales Morning Show if you're not
That's
a talk show
Ireland.
host?
That's Ireland's bit.
Oh, I thought that's what the show was
No,
called.
that's Ireland's bit,
Okay.
which I like, so that doesn't bother me.
I support all things.
Not
that
a
John
lot
Ireland
of things
says.
bother you.
That is true.
Yeah, I was going to say the list of things that actually bother you is fairly short.
There's one person that was in this room that things bother less than Morales. That literally nothing has ever bothered him in his life, You know that person is? He was in this room earlier today.
Michael Thompson.
Correct.
Yeah.
Literally I've never seen a single thing bother him. Well, that's not true. There's one thing, but off the air, there's only one thing.
What about when you can't find a rerun of Gilligan's Island or something?
Look, that's not ideal, okay? But bother is a different trajectory. It's really like if his sons don't do something that he said, that's the one thing that can drive him nuts.
That's just being a dad.
Yeah,
right?
but I'm saying, but other than that, though, you can't get him off his game.
Friday, BitBoy, me, along with Cappy, Lindsay, Gregory, Arthur Bergman. We're going to be live at the Vision Works in Fullerton from 7 to 10 a.m. Right off the 91 freeway, Orangethorpe and Harbor, right there, the Orange Fair Mall. It's a giant Vision Works. Come on out, hang with the Sedano and Cap Morning Show crew for a chance to win upcoming basketball tickets, Lakers tickets. Score exclusive, the brand new Sedano and Cap t-shirts with catchphrases on them, and you can take advantage of 60% off a complete pair of glasses at Vision Works. It's all happening this Friday in Fullerton. We will see you there. You can't find the BitBoy drop?
I can't, no.
Just everybody going, BitBoy.
Yeah, I don't see it.
I don't know what to tell you. I don't know how they say it.
BitBoys. It sounds something like that. Sounded like Mario saying BitBoy.
Hey,
BitBoy.
Hey, that's BitBoy. But let me tell you about LAFC.
Let me tell you that we're going to do a little tip or no tip with BitBoy. Coming up next, it's DeMarco and Travis, ESPN LA.
It was a night to remember at the Coliseum.
Yeah, they're booing Lionel Messi here. This is an LAFC crowd. This is Los Angeles, baby.
The black and gold made a statement. 3 goals, 0 doubts.
Oh, what a goal!
LAFC shuts down Messi and Inter Miami 3-0.
And Inter Miami, look, Messi with a Y tonight.
Now it's on to leg 2 of the CONCACAF Champions Cup. Of Real España tonight. Coverage begins at 6:30 p.m. on the ESPN LA app.
John Ireland here, and before the lights come up at Crypto.com Arena, make your night legendary at Javier's downtown. A SoCal tradition for decades, Javier's is where timeless recipes meet modern elegance. Handcrafted margaritas, premium tequila, coastal Mexican flavors, always a part of the celebration. Whether you're courtside or catching a concert, start your evening where LA gathers for that unmistakable Javier's experience. Javier's newest location is just steps from the arena. Javier's downtown. Tradition, taste, and an amazing start to your evening.
Do you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans? With credit card debt at all-time highs, Debt Relief Advocates is urgently notifying consumers of debt relief now being made available, designed to aid consumers with out-of-control credit card debt. Those who qualify and enroll for this relief program will only have to pay back a fraction of what they owe. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. This is a relief program that credit card companies would rather you not know about, as it ends your debt nightmare and saves you lots of money. Consumers owing at least $10,000 in credit card debt or personal loans can now take advantage of this debt relief as the cost of living skyrockets. Debt Relief Advocates has established a relief hotline for you to call to learn what debt reduction you may qualify for, so don't wait. For this free information, call the Relief Hotline at 800-606-8737. 800-606-8737. 800-606-8737.
.454 on a YVMG Tuesday presented by Providence. The DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show. Mike Trudell's here, our Lakers expert, as we get ready for Lakers Magic tonight. Coverage starts at 6 p.m. The Toyota Lakers countdown to tip-off with Better Duran. But right now, time for Tip and No Tip. Yeah. Take it away, producer Laura.
Thanks, Chris. And we are known as a food show, well, especially Travis and DeMarco. And, of course, I had to bring up food in here. So I read an article about ketchup. So they asked the ketchup experts, a.k.a. Huts, if you must refrigerate ketchup once you open it. According to them, you don't have to put it in the fridge for safety reasons. The acidity and preservatives help keep it from spoiling quickly. That said, most people do refrigerate because it keeps the flavor and color fresh longer. So in the end, you don't need to refrigerate, but it does help taste and food and the color preference, but it's not for food safety. So I wanted to know, tip or no tip, you refrigerate ketchup after opening at your house?
Tip, yes. My brother calls me bougie because I didn't grow up that way. That's one of those things I adopted from another family, that putting your ketchup in the cabinet is bad. So I put my ketchup in the refrigerator. I don't want to.
But why do you put it in the refrigerator if you don't want to?
Because the guy told me by putting my ketchup where it normally belongs in the cabinet, not in the fridge, was bad.
It's not.
I know.
Yeah.
I know this.
But I like it in the fridge because I like it cold.
You like cold
that's
ketchup?
why
I
it's
like
in the
cold
fridge.
ketchup.
That's exactly why
Doesn't
it's in the fridge.
ruin the French fries, though?
No, it's that hot and
It's better.
cold combination. That salty fry, hot with the cold ketchup.
So the funny thing is, even if you get ketchup packets from like In-N-Out or something, I don't use them. I'll go to my fridge and get ketchup.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
I
Yes.
like my ketchup RT.
Room temperature?
Yes. I
Yeah.
do.
Weird.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm weird?
Yeah.
You like cold ketchup?
Yeah,
No.
man.
But all
I don't
my
want
condiments
cold
are
ranch.
cold.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like I don't
me
want
too.
cold
Mustard.
ranch.
Yeah. Everything's
when I'm
cold.
making something with ketchup or mustard, I pull them out of the fridge and let them warm up. Yeah, and then use them.
Does this apply to like jalapenos as well? So like you open it because
Well, no, those have preservatives, so most likely, so they need to be in the fridge.
But I feel like I put those in the fridge.
Yeah.
But then sometimes
Yellow
they'll be
peppers,
laid
banana
out,
peppers.
in like a in like
Movie
a
theater.
Jersey Mike's or something.
Yeah.
They'll
Like-
have the jalapenos. They just cut them that day.
Yeah.
And they'll get them on the
Oh.
sandwich, and I like that. And then olives will put in the fridge, but then those are fine room
I think
temperature.
anything that's kind of in that brine is probably okay.
Fine to
Probably,
put
yeah.
in the fridge,
Yeah.
but it's probably not going to kill you if you don't.
See, if it's fresh, like a jalapeno that's fresh, yes, you should
Right.
refrigerate. Once I cut, I refrigerate.
Okay.
But you now put like DeAndre goes, I don't have mine in the fridge. I'm like, that's weird. Like I've never met someone who doesn't have it in the fridge.
Well, you just have it now.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
There you go.
chocolate decadence.
There's one.
Yeah, we just grew up in the house back home. We didn't. We put it in the
It
pantry.
doesn't need to be.
Yeah,
Well, no,
that's
because
right.
when you eat at a restaurant, it's
It
usually
sits on the table
it's
for
on the
weeks
table.
at a time.
That's what I said.
I think
Yes.
but so we had In-N-Out last night, and I'm trying to think. So
What'd
I
you get?
chose the ketchup packets over the ketchup that's in the fridge.
Okay.
Maybe just because it was right there in front of me, I didn't have to get up.
What'd you get from In-N-Out?
So double meat with lettuce, pickle, and ketchup only.
Okay.
So I don't like the cheese. I don't like the onion.
Okay, no spread.
And then I don't do the spread.
Okay.
And
Oh,
then
God.
and then I like the regular fries. My sons like the fries extra well done.
Oh, extra well.
Yeah,
I like
they
light
go-
well.
Well done.
Oh, so I just say
Yeah.
well.
Okay.
Well, is there another level?
There's,
You
so
could say
there's regular.
double well.
There's regular.
Yeah.
Light well is like the next step beyond that, and then
Okay.
well's one beyond that.
Okay, got it. See, I actually like the regular there. My sons like them a
They're
little more crispy.
They can get a little soggy. Like just light well is the move.
They can, but I would take the I don't feel like this with all things. And Chris, pay attention to this, but I'll take a little bit soggy rather than too
Super
crisp.
hard.
Oh,
Too
okay.
hard.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
here's the thing.
I don't like my fries crunchy.
Yeah.
When you order the fries with no salt, as I now do.
Right, because you can't have the
fresh.
Well, I can now. My heart functions normally, but you get used to the no salt.
Okay.
And they are so much better without salt. Because remember, there's already salt in the oil. It's not
That's
like
right.
there's perfect. They just don't add the salt. And then I get the burgers with no salt as well. Sometimes I'll have it with salt, just like the old days, and it tastes just really salty to me because I'm not used to that much salt anymore. But try the fries with no salt, not because you don't want the sodium. Just try it, how good they are without the salt. That's how good the In-N-Out fries are.
And so you just say, and
No
they're
salt.
not going to look
Fries
at you
no
crazy.
salt.
No, just say fries no salt.
Okay.
Burger no
I'm
salt.
going to try
You
that
want
next
it.
time.
Not an animal style person.
No.
Wait a minute.
What?
Pause.
Oh my Lanta.
Does Mike Trudell look like an animal style
His food
person?
takes are very intriguing to me because he's kind of all over the
Just
map.
think about
Yeah,
the
that's
phrase.
true.
Yeah.
I'm not
Think
very
about
consistent.
the phrase Mike Trudell, animal style.
You never know.
Just doesn't match up.
Did you not see him willfully request a nudge from you when he walked in the room today?
Yes.
That's not
all bets are off.
Those are just friends being friends.
Travis, I've successfully engineered an on-air personality over the years
Clearly.
that Chris seems to be
your
beholden
food,
to.
I'm very interested in your food takes because I have not been able to classify you yet, and I find that interesting.
This is the guy.
That's a fair way to describe it.
This is
Can't
the
be
guy
put in a
that
box.
when we did back then, it was Snake Draft. Now it's Race to the Crown.
Mhm.
And we were doing like soups or something. He chose an Italian dish or whatever.
Albondigas?
Well,
No,
hold on.
not
Albondigas.
First of all,
Yeah, that's not Italian.
Andy
Italian.
Andy Kamenetsky was the one that had the crazy takes in that one, where he took stuff that clearly I can't remember if it was a soup or wasn't a
I
soup.
think it was you.
I thought that I had very clear rule following. One
Did you
for
take
that.
Italian wedding soup?
No. Wow, who
Italian
would take
wedding
Italian
soup?
wedding
Yeah.
soup?
It's
disgusting.
Italian wedding soup's very good.
It's very
Can I
good.
ask what an
I don't
Italian wedding soup is?
Yes.
Italian wedding soup.
It's got meatballs in it. That's what you need to know.
So here's what I would say. Honestly, to make it very simple, it's very similar to a bondigas, except the meatballs are smaller and it's not spicy necessarily.
Gotcha.
Oh.
Got
Well,
meat-
Albondigas is
got
not spicy.
meatballs.
No,
Well,
favorite
it depends
soup.
on who you have it from.
That's true.
Favorite soup's probably chicken tortilla.
It's not bad.
Love a chicken noodle, like a matzo ball soup.
But
now
do you like
I know
the
what
big
it was.
matzo ball, or do you like the smaller ones? Do you like the big one?
I like the big one, where you can
balls.
kind of carve that matzo.
You like
out.
that?
That's right.
I like the smaller ones.
No,
I like
the bigger
big-ass
ones are
matzo.
better. Also,
The bigger ones are better
yes,
sometimes.
the thing was, it was Italian dishes, and he did chicken noodle soup.
Oh,
No,
That was
that's
a-
not. No, that's
I
not.
think it was
no,
that.
that's that
You
is
had a weird taste.
inaccurate. I mean, you're thinking of Andy Kamenetsky, and then I got mad that he abused the game
Is he right?
and
Oh,
rode
okay.
Andy for cheating the game.
Okay.
That's how
Sorry,
it went down.
Fidel.
And not to jump on you there, but
No.
look, I had to make
You
sure
seem
that.
very animated by this.
Well, I
This
didn't want
is
to be
why
accused
his
of cheating
food
Laura's
stuff
game.
is so interesting
I
to me
respect
because he
Laura's
has
games.
strong opinions. I like this.
That's
I
right.
like this. You got one more?
Yes, I do. And I was also food related. So,
Excellent.
a popular steakhouse chain, Texas Roadhouse, recently changed one of their menu items called chicken critters, which I've never actually had that there. But apparently people went bonkers when they noticed that it didn't taste the same. So much so that they went to change.org to petition for them to go back to the original recipe. This is crazy. I don't have time for that. But tip or no tip, you've been deeply upset when one of your favorite items at a restaurant is changed.
Oh, yeah. It wasn't a restaurant. I hated New Coke.
Everybody hated
it. Could
Yeah.
not stand it.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing? I was so happy.
Well, they
when
only
Coke
had like
Classic came
90%
back.
of the market share. They decided to change the recipe. It was
Oh, my
a
God.
brilliant decision.
A lot of people think it was done on purpose to make people get mad so that because Pepsi was starting to carve just little by little. If you remember, Pepsi was spending a lot of money then with Michael Jackson and all
Pepsi
these
Challenge.
things. Pepsi Challenge. So people thought Coke
well,
did it
Crystal
on purpose.
Pepsi? Remember Crystal
I
Pepsi?
do remember in the 90s.
That was
remember
the
the
thing.
Pepsi Points? There's a Netflix documentary on that.
About the Harrier jet. Yeah, you could buy. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
I do remember Crystal Pepsi.
All input. I mean, you know.
Boy, this
The
added to
greatest
the
taste.
list.
The
Added to
greatest
the list.
taste. The best sugar taste.
Do you like the Baja one or just the...
It's fine. Yeah, it's good.
You and Emily can go to do like a Mountain Dew tasting.
Oh, is Emily a Mountain Dew?
Huge
yeah.
Mountain Dew
Oh,
person.
I knew I liked Emily.
Yeah, she's big.
Good for her.
Yes, I have noticed when they change a recipe on my favorite dish at a restaurant, when all of a sudden you're like, hey, is this different? And invariably it's like, yeah, we're doing more of this or less of that. And if enough people say something, they will go back.
So there was you guys know Mendocino Farms, like a local sandwich chain. So they had this this like buffalo chicken type sandwich with this yummy kind of crumble thing they put on it. And when I first moved to LA, I had never seen like a high end sandwich shop like this. I think I'd basically only been to Subway or Quiznos or even a Potbelly. And first of all, I was like, I can't believe these sandwiches are $12. That was the first thing. And then secondly, I was like, wow, this is an amazing sandwich. And then they just discontinued it after 3 years when I had ordered probably one a week. And you could go in and just say it and they would still make it for you, but then they would kind of give you the like really. It's not again really.
Jamba Juice does the same thing.
And then
by
I
the way.
finally just stopped and I'm still mad about it clearly.
What was the sandwich?
It was I can't remember. It was the buffalo chicken something.
One?
Yeah, but
the
it was just like
the bright-eyed
crumble
blueberry
something.
at Jamba Juice is off the menu, but if you ask them, they'll still make it.
Okay, yeah,
still
they'll
exists.
still get it
A few minutes after 5 o'clock on a live imaging Tuesday presented by Providence on KSPN Los Angeles. Good Karma Brands radio station. Okay, coming up, the 5 o'clock Amor Salsita Salsa Hour. Love our friends at Amor Salsita. Saw Jerry Friday at Riviera. I was wearing the Amor Salsita beanie. I believe we have some Amor Salsita today.
We do.
Some salsa in studio, which I can't wait for. Also, time to do a little sweet talk, but real quick before we take a timeout, because we're going to go a half hour nonstop once we come back. Texas Roadhouse Grill. Have you actually ever been to one?
No.
I know there's one in Whittier next to the Whitwood Mall. I've never been to one, though.
There's one in Lake Forest, too, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes, there is.
Yeah.
I've been to the one in Lake Forest. And
How
there's
is
one
it? Is it good?
It's all right.
It's I
Right?
had a very interesting experience.
Better or worse than Sizzler?
Better.
Like current Sizzler or classic Sizzler?
Prime Sizzler.
Prime Sizzler, I was all over. The one in Fullerton, in Sunny Hills,
Better.
I was all over that one.
Better or worse than Outback?
Along the same line.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not anti.
Right in
Outback.
there.
No, I like Outback.
Yeah, right in there.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of them left anymore.
No, I've been to an Outback a few. Remember the Elephant Bar?
Oh,
Of course I remember the egg bar.
Wow.
The Elephant
that's
Bar was a classic item. That
Whoa.
one,
That was
that
a
one in
pull.
Burbank.
There was an
pull.
E-bar in Santa Barbara that had...
Yes, I remember the Elephant Bar in Santa Barbara.
That had a Monday Night Football special. All you could eat hot dogs and dollar beers.
Oh, goodness.
I was a regular.
Wow.
Pretty good day. Pretty good day. So that's what we're doing next? More steak talk?
We'll do some more steak talk. We'll do some more salsita, the salsa hour. Plus, we're going to sweet talk. Maybe Trudeau will. So
Well, I I gotta go.
You gotta go.
You gotta go.
Sure. Well, I could do I could sit till 5:15. Would you rather I just go
Maybe
now?
we'll do it. No, we'll hold you till 5:15. We'll get your Sweet Talk preview after we do more steak. Will you nudge me before you go?
Oh my God!
If you want, again, I told you there's a lot of germs in the Trudell household, though.
I'm not worried about it.
Okay, all right.
Chocolate Decadence. About 3 minutes here. About 3 minutes.
About 3 minutes. Yeah.
All right, 3 minutes. We'll be back on the.
Why don't we grill to order at Waba Grill?
It's just better for you.
Download the Waba Rewards app or order online at wabagrill.com. Waba Grill, it's for you.
Presents Countdown to Kickoff, hosted by Mario Ruiz on ESPN LA.
ESPN LA family, I'm personal injury attorney Joseph S. Normand. 2026 marks 15 years that you've trusted me to represent you. When you're hurt and down, I'm honored to fight for you in personal injury cases when it matters most. Numbers don't lie. I'm the real deal. The voice you hear is a voice you get. If you've been injured in an accident, call 213-747-1234, 213-747-1234, or visit normandlegal.com. Normand Legal, built on trust, proven by results.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNLAcontests.com. That's ESPNLAcontests.com.
Billy, your gas light's on. We need to stop and fill up.
No way, Jen. Gas around here is too expensive. We can make it a little further.
Billy, listen to your big sister. You don't need to drive all over searching for the lowest gas prices. Do what I do and use Upside.
Upside?
Do you live under a rock, Billy? Upside is the hottest cash back app out there. It's free to download, and you get real cash back for every gallon of gas you make between $200 to $300 per month.
You can make that kind of cash back just for buying the gas you have to buy anyway?
Yes, I'm looking at the Upside app now, and there's a gas station at the next exit offering 25 cents per gallon cash back.
Okay, I'm stopping to download Upside and fill up my tank. Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code GOOD25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, to PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code GOOD25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code GOOD25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
509, Live Imaging Tuesday, presented by Providence and DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show. As we gather around the 5 o'clock hour, the Amor Salsita Salsa Hour, producer Laura's bringing us in the salsa. Still hit the post for you, didn't I? I didn't know if you had an instrumental version or a regular version. I was going to hit that post for you either way. Producer Don DeAndre, Young D, or as we've called him today because of the Pachanga promotion, Chocolate Decadence. By the way, we'll do that, the Pachanga Sweet Talk.
Thank you.
For your chance to win a pair of tickets to Pachanga Resort Casino's annual wine festival and Chocolate Decadence on Saturday, March 7th. When you hear the cue to call, coming up in just a few minutes, get ready to sweet talk your way into a night of chocolate and wine. Visit Pachanga.com for tickets and details. Cheers. We got the salsa in here. We got the chips.
Smells
Thanks
so
to our friends
good.
at Amor Salsita. Trudell.
Oh, that smells
Trudell's
so
eating chips
good.
and salsa.
all in.
I love the fact he does not wait. He just goes right
I
in.
wanted him to give us his sweet talk, but never mind. He's getting ready for Lakers basketball. Beto Duran, who was in here complaining about something. I mean, it's amazing if I can go like a week without that guy complaining about something. It's amazing.
Squeaky wheel gets the grease, Chris.
That's true.
I see Reese kind of smiling. I think because Reese knows my... Oh, Reese wasn't smiling? Oh, yeah, never mind. I thought Reese was smiling. Because I thought Reese was like, he understands.
How is yours and Reese's relationship? I know you were trying to develop that.
I think it's been good. I think Reese had a couple weeks off, so I feel like I haven't seen him in a couple weeks.
I haven't seen him either.
I think Reese and I are good.
Okay, good.
I don't know.
Good.
I hope so.
Yeah, why not? Is there a reason the salsa hasn't made its way to this side of the room yet?
I was going to say, I know you're mad.
Beto.
I know you're mad.
So it's funny because Friday, we don't have Sedano with us, but we're doing this remote at the Vision Works in Fullerton. And producer Lindsay this morning was like, hey, should we have Beto there on Friday? I go, absolutely not. I don't have the bandwidth for Beto. And she's like, well, why? Oh, thank you for nudging me, Trudell. And I go, and she goes, no, I think he could be good. And I'm like, okay, well, let's talk about it tomorrow with Bergie before the show begins about whether we want Beto there on Friday. I love Beto personally, but sometimes it's like you come in here complaining about a partner. Okay, what do you want me to do about it? Like, what do you want me to do about it? I'm in the middle.
You offered to solve the problem.
I did.
You did.
Yeah.
But I'm in the middle of a show. It's been a long day. Tuesdays are a long day.
Multitask.
And you're coming in hot to complain about a problem. Yeah. What do you want me to do about it?
It wasn't that hot.
I thought it was hot.
It was medium.
Should I have him on the show on Friday?
It was medium.
You should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Show's always good with Beto.
I mean, Trudell was my first choice, but he can't do Friday, apparently.
You didn't seem that upset a minute ago.
Look at Trudell laughing.
Yeah.
Veteran Round coming up at 6 o'clock. The Toyota Lakers countdown to tip off.
Here between the red and the green.
Why not?
That's okay. Cross those streams. Lakers magic. I'm just vamping here while everybody eats. I guess.
I'm not eating. I'm just getting ready to eat.
Yeah,
I'm getting
you
ready
came out
to
with
eat.
the Beto stuff. I didn't think you were that upset.
I needed to fill some. I really had to make it up off the top of my head.
Oh, really?
So I could fill a few minutes here because
You did a good job.
Yeah, I was trying.
I can tell you've been working with Greg.
Listen, content sessions with Greg. You know about it. Content workshops.
I thought it would have been rude to our gracious host here if somebody didn't immediately start eating
You
the
dove
chips
right
and salsa.
in. You dove
so
right
I
in.
just ate 13 chips and a lot of green salsa. Man, I appreciate it very much.
So good.
And it was very good. Now, since we've been talking about this food, if I would put
nothing like afternoon drive at 5 o'clock. Everyone's getting in the car. Bunch of guys eating on the radio.
It's delicious.
People hungry.
I think a lot of people like cheese, like nacho cheese type stuff on chips. Not me, as you guys know, I don't like cheese. But I would throw some green olives on there, some jalapenos, and then a lot of salsa. Yeah, I love the way a green olive tastes with like
nothing
a chip
but on tortilla chips. That's an odd choice.
Yeah, but if you have the cheese on there too.
But he doesn't eat the cheese.
No, that's what I'm saying. Because I have to make up for not having the cheese, so I put some other stuff
You want
on
some
there.
fat
on there.
And I just
And olives will
generally,
give you the fat.
I love green olives. I just do.
I do too, but usually at the bottom of a martini, not on nachos.
You know, I don't know if I've ever actually ordered or had a martini.
Really?
Try it.
I've had like all kinds of. I've had pretty much every drink, but for some reason, I'm never at a bar and be like, "Give me a martini." It just seems like kind of a fancy drink to order,
It's
doesn't it?
the most basic drink in the
Is
world.
it?
There's
But it's
two
also
versions.
amazing.
What are the components?
There are two components in it,
Okay.
right? It's gin, if you like gin like I do, or right,
Either one?
Either one. If you
Okay.
get both, it's called a Vesper.
Okay.
And then
Vesper?
Vesper.
What's the other ingredient?
Vermouth, dry vermouth.
Okay.
That's it. And what you do, here you go. Do you like sweet things or dry things?
Very sweet.
Oh, you like sweet.
Love
Okay.
sweet.
So then we probably want to put a little bit more vermouth in yours. Maybe we'll put a little drop or two, maybe more than dry. Swirl the glass, leave it in there. Then put the ice in your shaker. Fill it with gin or vodka. Are you gin or a vodka man?
You lost me at shaker.
Okay.
Shaker seems like a whole step, and then I gotta like do dishes
it's a
with it
glass
afterwards.
that's made out of aluminum. It's not that complicated.
He's making the drink at home.
Yeah,
But if
that's
I
fine.
but if I get a bar,
I have
I'll
a
just
shaker at home.
The
Or you
when I
can
have one, it'll
stir.
be at like a restaurant. Ideally, Michael Thompson
Yeah.
will be paying.
Okay. There you go.
And one of these, yeah.
You-
so I'll
you
just
would-
order. Hey, I want a martini, but I want a little bit more vermouth.
Tell
and
him
I
to
want
Travis.
You don't. They will make it. See, I like a very dry martini, so I'm asking them to pull vermouth out of it.
Oh.
So you just order a classic. You're a gin or a vodka guy.
If I had to pick, probably vodka. But
Okay.
I
So
can be persuaded.
you want a Tito's martini with olives up. Say that, and you will be very pleased.
Try it
that
next
tomorrow?
time. I tried
Tito's
it. I
Martini,
tried the
olives.
Travis.
Okay.
Yeah, I had him
Tito
text it to
martini.
me.
Tito's martini with olives.
And if I
up.
have one, how many beers is that equivalent to? Is that like
2.5.
4 beers? Oh, 2.5. Okay.
Yeah.
He said
Saves
2.
me
You
some
don't
time.
need
2.5.
3. You don't need 3.
One's not enough and three's too many.
There
By
you
the
go.
way, I had probably had like one martini in my life before we got ready for a remote. What was the year that we did that with Mason and Ireland and all of us?
At Clearman's. Yeah. Clearman's Galley.
And he said, "Will you have a martini with me before the show?" And I said,
That's
no,
the first time you'd ever had one?
No, not the first time. I had had
Oh,
one before,
okay.
but I didn't really like. I was like, yeah, okay. I was into other drinks. As we know, I drink a lot.
Yeah.
I had one, and then he said, "You want to have another one?" I said, "Okay." Then I was starting to feel it. I'm like, "Yeah, I should have some water." He had a third, and that's when he came on the air drunk that day.
Martinis will get
Wow.
you where you need to go very
Mesh.
quickly. It's
Yes.
a classic drink. It's not fancy at all.
But they're so cold and good.
They're very bracing. Yeah.
Well-
You're thinking it's fancy because of the
Good
glass that it's in?
I don't know why. It just in my head. It
You can
seems
get it
like
on the
maybe
rocks
it's the
in
name.
a-
It's
in a rocks
it's a
glass
very
if
kind
you'd
of
rather.
elegant name. Martini.
Martini.
They're very good.
Yeah.
Vesper.
What is your first choice if you walked into a nice restaurant, you're ordering a drink before the food comes?
Yeah, that
Glass of
I'm not
wine?
like so Ireland's like anytime we go anywhere whiskey sour. Like so I don't
Those are
have a
good.
staple that I'll always sometimes wine, sometimes I want white wine.
Does he
sometimes
get it with
I want
the egg
champ-
yolk or without? Or not the egg
I think
white,
without.
I should say.
I think without.
Okay. Yeah.
But so sometimes I'll want a white wine, sometimes a red wine, sometimes a beer,
Whiskey
sometimes
sour
an
with
IPA.
egg white?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes it very creamy, very frothy.
Interesting.
It's pretty
I
good.
think my college order, what I feel like I like
Jack
the
and Coke.
Captain Diet.
Oh, okay.
Because
Close
the
enough.
diet is sweeter than the Captain Coke.
Yeah, you get
Captain
the-
Morgan.
which I found.
I'm
Yeah.
right there
Yeah.
with you.
Yeah.
All night. No ceiling.
7 and 7. I like if I'm in a
7
casino.
7's a classic.
Playing
I never got
blackjack,
into
7 and 7.
Yeah, not bad. It's a little too sweet. You got
I like
more
the
of a
sweet.
sweet palate.
Yeah.
I always wanted to order one.
A 7 and 7?
7 and 7.
Yeah.
Keep them coming.
Did you want to hit?
They're pretty good.
I can keep
Did I
talking
wanna
about
do what?
Well, I can keep talking about alcohol, but I feel like I just did you want me to? Do you want to hit something else before I bump out of here?
No, do you want to do a sweet talk real quick for us before you leave?
I still don't
Let's
quite
sweet
know
talk.
what that is, but I'd
Chris?
like you give me an example.
Hey, guys.
What's going on? My name's Chocolate Decadence. And
Oh
you know
my
what I
God.
can do for you? I can swirl that thing all night long.
Oh,
if I
goodness.
need to. You know what I'm saying? Or you could be more vanilla, like, hi, my name's Mike. I know maybe Chocolate Decadence could really swing it for the fences. I can't. But what I do love to do is go on long walks, pet your bunny, nudge you in the corner, and watch sports with you.
That's not what we're looking for.
Either way.
That's not what we're
That's
looking
not
for.
what we're looking for at all.
So which way would you go between that? I think you can aim right between those.
You know what? I have one response to this.
Yeah.
It's time for me to
Time to go to the Laker game.
You got
the
nothing
vanilla
for me?
decadence, though. Good decision.
Can we tell them what it's for, though? Maybe? You can win a pair of tickets to Pechanga Resort Casino's annual wine festival and chocolate decadence. That's where all this is coming from. Saturday, March 7th, if you call this number right now, 213-799-0139. 213-799-0139. Call right now and get in line for your chance to win. You got 20 seconds to sweet talk me and Travis, and you don't have to be like taking long walks.
Please
and whistle.
don't.
Don't do that.
What about swirl it all night long?
Not that. I mean, you can. You can do whatever
You're probably
you want.
not going to win.
Yeah, we're going to pick who we think is the best.
What
And
about that thing D said he never would do?
See, be smooth, be confident, be funny, whatever it takes. Pour on the charms, score your way into a night of chocolate and wine. 213-799-0139, or you can visit pechanga.com for tickets.
All right,
but call right now.
Let me try one.
That suit at first I thought was brown, but it's more of like a lavender purple, right?
It's like an eggplant.
Eggplant.
Yeah.
Eggplant.
It's like
Exotic, Scott.
That's what I'm getting ready for the sweet talk. Like if I were going to sweet talk Travis, I would probably say
Mike Trudell and I wore my eggplant suit
I would
tonight.
say, look, Travis, I'm going to make one promise to you.
All right.
Okay. Never, ever in my life will I come and put my nose on your face. I promise you that.
Give the man some wine and chocolate.
Nice.
That's all I need to hear.
It's got to be both of us,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
What's mine? There you go.
Well, I don't think you would hate it as much, Travis. So that's why I just left him in.
DeMarco, I'll let you talk Rams.
There you go.
7 days a week, 365 days a year.
No. Are we going to the callers now?
We got a few queued
We got
up.
a bunch,
Yeah,
yeah.
let's try our first one here. Let's go to Edwin in Los Angeles. Edwin, you want to win some wine and some chocolates. What do you got to say?
Yes, indeed. How's it going, guys? Long-time listeners. Honored to talk to you guys. Well, just letting you know I'm a elementary teacher, dealing with kids. It's a lot. And having this trip go out and some wine tasting would be amazing with me and my partner.
All right. So
I like
he's
a teacher.
He's doing some good work with the kids, and he wants to take his partner out and go do a little wine and chocolate at Pechanga. So
See?
Edwin is on the list.
I like it.
Let's go to Hawthorne as our next stop. And Jerry, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey.
What do you got?
I really need an outing, man. It's been a rough last couple of days, and I just really need an outing for me and the wife, and it would be great if we can be able to go.
Okay. He
Thank
wants
you,
to take
Jerry.
his wife, Jerry.
Take wife. I like it.
All right,
Okay.
let's go to Torrance, and Keith. Keith, you're next.
Yeah, I need some chocolate because I need to be satisfied. And I need some wine to wash it down.
Okay, Keith's in the lead.
Oh, my God.
Keith is, first of all, Keith just showed up with the pipes
Whoa,
right out of the
okay.
chute. Like, Keith
Yes.
went nice and low. He started talking real slow. That felt very,
Let
very
me move that
purposeful.
down.
When I heard him, I was like, oh.
Whoa,
He-
okay.
and by the way, Keith, he wants to be satisfied.
He wants to be
and then He
satisfied.
wants to wash it down. Good job, Keith.
Okay.
Let's go to San Diego for our next one. And Max. Max, what do you got?
I got to go after that?
Yep.
Well, first off, Trav, I am a fellow gaucho. Ole, ole.
Ole.
Second off, the 7th is actually my wife's birthday.
Oh.
We had a trip to go to Mexico for her birthday, and now we can't for,
Reasons.
That's it.
unfortunate reasons.
Yeah.
So I have to scramble and replan wife's birthday, and
this would be a perfect option.
Wow, all right, that's a good pitch right there for
trying
Max.
To butter you up.
Stay there, Gaucho. Max. And Gaucho is always a good one. Let's do two more here. Let's go to Andy in West LA. Andy, sweet talk to Marco and me.
Hey guys, how's it going? Want to start off by saying thank you for putting somebody on before or after Matt. But next, want to make sure that this isn't really for me per se. It's more so for my wife. My wife's been in a PhD program. She's also a PACU nurse at Cedars, so she's working 3 to 4 days a week, and I need to take care of her. I'm a softball dad, so I'm always at the softball.
Sorry, you got 20 seconds,
he
guys.
Got me with the softball dad.
Look, got an ICU wife nurse working on a PhD. That's pretty good. All right, let's do our last one here. Jose in West Covina. Jose, you're next.
What's going on, man? Just wanted to say I love listening to 710 LA every day on the way home from work. This is my decompressing gear. I'd love to go ahead and gift this off to my grandma and my grandpa. They just lost one of their sons. It would be a real blessing to get them out of the house. Thank you guys once again for making my day all the time.
You got it, Jose. Thank you. That was very nice. So here's what we got to work with.
Okay.
Jose wants to give it to his grandparents.
Yes.
Which is a very sweet gesture.
That's a great gesture.
Andy wants to hook up his wife who's working in the ICU.
PhD.
Max is talking about his wife's birthday party that got torpedoed because of political unrest in Mexico. And I'm having trouble reading the name here. Keith in Torrance.
That's the sweet talk, dude.
But here's the thing. Everyone else is like, man, I got to follow Keith. Like, they're picking Keith.
Yeah.
So who do you vote for, DeMarco?
Oh, my God. Jeez. This is hard because Edwin was good. Teacher, he needs a good night. I'm going with Edwin. I'm taking Edwin.
Edwin?
The first one got me.
Okay.
That's mine.
Edwin,
yes.
Okay, Edwin's not going to be my pick. DeAndre, who do you got?
I think I'm about to go with Jose.
You're going to go with Jose with the grandparents. Laura?
Listen, I'm a 6'2" girl. I grew up in West Covina, so I got to go with Jose.
All right, Jose.
Sorry, Keith.
I got to go with Keith, but I think Jose got the votes, right?
He gets the win.
Jose votes, so Jose, stay on the line. Keith, love the voice.
Yes.
I hope that you can find satisfaction elsewhere because everybody did a good job there. And by the way, we got Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, so you still got some other chances to get in on it.
For more info on Pechanga Resort Casino's annual wine festival and chocolate decadence, this is going to be fun, a blast. Saturday, March 7th. Visit pechanga.com for ticket and details. But like you said, we got tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday giving away tickets. Awesome. That breaks my heart. That's great. Love it.
That's very cool. He's going to hook up his grandparents like
Travis,
that.
you did exactly what Greg did that one time when I did the low voice. Like, what was that?
Well, I wasn't expecting it. It caught me by surprise a little bit.
Oh yeah,
like I'm used to my Meg voice in my head, but when I get when I get the low voice in my head, I'm like, whoa.
He was the right choice. You're right.
Who? Jose?
Keith with the voice.
Dude, when the next two callers are like, I got to follow Keith,
right.
I feel like Keith was on to something right there.
You might. Yeah, you're right.
Nobody voted for you, Morales.
Nobody voted for me?
No.
Was I in contention?
No, not really.
Oh, okay.
But
I was trying to do a few things while you guys did
What were you doing?
Some work.
Oh.
Because I got a meeting at 6 p.m. that I need to be part of.
You sure you don't want to go early?
No, because the meeting doesn't start till 6. They actually do the meeting around my schedule. So.
Oh.
You like to do that, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh,
See, whenever you like to just do your thing.
Yeah. You got to do what? Providence is paying for it. So,
there you
we're
go.
here.
Well, how much would I have to pay you to not do it?
A lot. A lot.
All right. Well, we can
be paying
negotiate.
me. It would be paying the station, really.
Well,
I get a taste of that, but they, the main chunk goes to that.
I don't know. Maybe we can collaborate. Maybe we can pool our resources and come up with something along the way.
We'll make it happen.
No, I thought Keith was great, but I also like the choices you made, and I thought we did a good job.
Thank you.
We did a good job. Day 2 of Sweet Talk. I think we should keep it as a feature even when we're not doing the contest.
We got to have something to give away.
Give away a signed DeAndre picture.
Chocolate decadence. There you go.
Do you have any headshots, DeAndre?
I do actually have some professional headshots.
Do you?
Do you really?
Why did you get those done?
So I went to a conference out in Atlanta, Georgia. It was powered by ESPN. It was a business symposium.
Okay.
So I went out there, and they were giving us professional headshots for free. So I took the opportunity, and it was like a networking conference. So took the opportunity.
When's the last time you did it?
I've never done it.
You've never done professional headshots?
Other than some photo sessions here at the station, but beyond that, I've never done it.
Yeah. Do you still have them? You still have your headshot?
I do, yes.
Yeah. Bring them in. We should put that on Instagram.
Are you like in a a suit or like
what's no suit. I'm just in like a regular like polo.
Okay.
A polo T-shirt. Nothing too crazy.
Are they like actor headshots where give me a goofy one, give me a serious one, give me a bad one, give me an angry one,
give me a chocolate decadence one.
baby oil? No,
baby oil. No baby oil.
Those are different.
That's the other one.
Yeah, that's a different photo shoot altogether.
Right.
Yeah, that's one of those. Maybe a glass of wine would help you relax.
Come on.
Yeah,
just a regular pose. Just looking straight into the camera. They tell me the proper angles and where to look and all that stuff and how to turn my head and kind of look real professional. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got like 4 or 5.
Have you had a chance to hand them out to anybody yet?
No, I have not. So I might do that,
Chocolate decadence?
You never know, man. There you go.
Now that you've got an alter ego.
Chocolate decadence?
Chocolate decadence.
I'm trying to figure out what chocolate decadence's wardrobe might look like.
Similar to what he has on.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's not bad. You look nice today. Do you have like an appointment or something that you're going to?
I'm heading after the show, and I'm going to go straight over to crypto.com arena.
Oh, you're going to work tonight.
Something less complicated. Yeah.
No, plus, first of all, DeAndre's the tallest person in our crew, right?
Yes.
Like, how tall are you? 6'4"?
6'3".
Okay, 6'3".
How dare you? I'm
so
tall.
he's out there with like heels on his shoes today. He walked through here looking like Giannis. I'm like, what's going on here? Like, you were way taller than you typically are.
Is he taller than you?
We're about maybe
about the
a
same
little
height.
bit.
Yeah, probably
a little bit.
When
he's got his Prince heels on, he is.
This is true. You got the thick heels on today, don't you?
I do. Yes, I got the Doc Martens on.
There you go. Absolutely.
And slacks.
Yeah,
you got slacks?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I got some brown slacks on today.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I don't.
No slacks.
I don't have any heeled shoes. Now I'm going to go buy some and just make sure that I have them there just in case along the way. All right, when we come back, let's talk a little bit about what Dave Roberts said at spring training today, because I thought he said something pretty interesting about their level of motivation and their level of intensity coming into a season where they're looking to win their third consecutive World Series.
Dodger question for you.
I like it. I like Dodger questions. It's all coming up. It is a lit Tuesday on the DeMarco and Trav afternoon show, ESPN LA.
And we were just enjoying some amor salsita. And at my family's gatherings, and even with the guys here, the food always matters. And lately, the star of our table has been amor salsita. Amor salsita is something special. It's homemade, authentic salsas made to share. You can taste the love in every batch. Founders Jerry and Erica brought the bold, vibrant flavors of Mexico's straight foods. I use it for everything. We were just using it for National Tortilla Chip Day. But you can also use it to top off your tacos on taco night and even adding a little spice to your drink when you're entertaining. It's that versatile, and it always gets people asking, what is this? And the flavors, it's smoky, juicy, chunky tomato, and tangy tomatillo, creamy avocado, and roasted varieties. My personal favorite, which I was enjoying, was mango habanero. Whether you like the mild or bold, there's truly something for everyone at the table. For recipe ideas and inspirations, visit amorsalsita.com. And the next time you're shopping, pick up Amor Salsita at Vaughn's, Albertsons, or Pavilions in the produce section. Amor Salsita, from our kitchen to yours, amor in every bite.
Mornings in LA start with Sedano and Cap.
I don't feel old. I don't think I look as old, but I mean, the numbers are the numbers.
Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
So I don't know, I'm feeling a little weird. So not like depressed or anything, just a little weird. Here's the thing. I find that the best way to feel young is to hang out with people that are older. With one of my
hang out here more noon to 3.
I have a lunch tomorrow with a buddy of mine. He's 84. The other guy that I'm having lunch with tomorrow, he's 82. So if I just keep hanging out with all these old guys, I'm going to continue to feel young.
Do you think you have more in common with the old guys or the young guys?
I kind of feel I can hang with the old guys and feel young, and I can hang with the young guys and feel more mature.
The Morning Show with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN Los Angeles, the ESPN LA app, and streaming live on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
John Ireland here, and before the lights come up at Crypto.com Arena, make your night legendary at Javier's downtown. A SoCal tradition for decades, Javier's is where timeless recipes meet modern elegance. Handcrafted margaritas, premium tequila, coastal Mexican flavors, always a part of the celebration. Whether you're courtside or catching a concert, start your evening where LA gathers for that unmistakable Javier's experience. Javier's newest location is just steps from the arena. Javier's downtown. Tradition, taste, and an amazing start to your evening.
Switching to Progressive is a game-winning call. And that reminds us of other game-winning calls in the history of sports.
So it was the fourth quarter and we're down by 5. Sweat pouring down my face. Suddenly it hit me.
If only I could wrap part of the towel around my forehead. And that's how I became the first basketball player to wear a headband.
Okay, not really a game-winning call, but it was a good call. You can make one too. Switch to Progressive and you could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
Robert was in big trouble with the IRS.
Yes, I owed them a lot of money, over $52,000.
Then he heard about civic tax relief.
They took great care of me. It went really quick. $52,000 I owed, and they had a payoff for $100, and the IRS accepted it. Man.
Off the hook for just $100?
Civic tax relief will take care of you. Give them a call.
Call Civic Tax Relief now for your free confidential consultation. 800-881-4555. 800-881-4555. Individual results may vary. Visit civictaxrelief.com for more information.
Stop that.
It's true.
It's not. It is true, but stop that.
Both you and Keith.
Stop it. Stop telling the truth.
And the other guy.
And the other guy.
He was great Sunday singing the national anthem and part of the Pat Riley statue unveiling. The great Michael McDonald. It's a Live Imaging Tuesday, 5:31 in the Southland. Live Imaging Tuesday presented by Providence on the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show. We get ready for Lakers basketball. The Toyota Lakers countdown to tip-off at 6 p.m. with Beto Duran. Lakers Magic tonight. If they lose this one somehow.
They could.
Pandemonium must strike, I think.
Well, I mean, why pandemonium?
Because that's a big problem.
We're not expecting much,
so
though.
coming out of the break,
yeah,
you beat the Clippers, okay.
Yeah.
You get steamrolled by the Celtics, and then you somehow lose to the Magic at home?
I mean,
but Chris, it's not like they're the best team in the league.
Right.
You hope they're a little bit better than that.
They're a middle of the pack team.
Is that okay with you? Are you okay being a middle of the pack?
That wasn't the question.
No,
the question is
absolutely not.
The fifth seed in one conference loses a lot of games.
I don't like it.
Well, I'm not asking you to, but I'm saying to open your eyes a little bit.
By the way, you know who hasn't spoken a lot today about the Lakers? He hosts Lakers Talk Daily each weekday at 11 a.m. We've been calling him Chocolate Decadence today because of the Pachanga thing. But the one and only DeAndre Hawkins,
Yes.
Young D.
Honestly, with the schedule, the way it's looking out the rest of this week, Lakers do need to get this one to start the second half of the season off right. I mean, of course, they got that win against the Los Angeles Clippers. Clippers had a chance to win that game. The Lakers were very fortunate due to some due to Don Collins and Kawhi Leonard going out late in that game. Lakers were very, very fortunate to come out with the victory. And then you come and the Boston Celtics come in your hometown on a Pat Riley statue night, and they punch you right in the mouth, and you had no response whatsoever for that game. That's not good. So going into this game against Orlando Magic, it's a little bit concerning for me because of Orlando Magic are very, very physical, just like the Celtics. And I know they got a couple guys out. Jalen Suggs is a game time.
Wagner's out, isn't he?
Wagner's out. Jalen Suggs is a game time decision.
Okay.
So this is a game the Lakers need to go out there and get the morale back for this team.
This is a should win, right? And the margin, what do you call that? The margin for error is very thin.
Yeah.
This is one you need to get.
Yeah. I mean, look, they need to win games. I'm not suggesting that there's a lot of runway left, but this is not a team that is a great team.
No.
They're a pretty good team. So I think anytime they're playing another team that's pretty good, it's kind of a toss-up.
I mean, the boat's sinking. So anytime you get a chance to patch a hole,
Sure.
as in get these wins, you get the win. But
I'm with you on that.
I would not be surprised if they got beat again.
Me neither.
And it wouldn't be pandemonium.
No,
they got beat again.
You know what it would be? It would be they're just an okay team, which is exactly what they are.
Exactly.
They are neither bad nor really good. They are pretty good.
So, DeAndre, a year ago when Luka came to the Lakers, did you think a year later with Austin Reeves, Luka, and LeBron, they would be an okay team?
Sorry, can you say that again? I'm sorry.
A year later, did you think that with Luka, LeBron, and Austin Reeves on the court, they would just be, it's an okay team. We're just going to punt this year?
I knew that they were going to have some issues with the rest of the way the roster was going to be constructed going into the offseason because the Lakers had their hands tied because they really didn't have that much leeway to acquire the right team around Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves. And honestly, with LeBron James being at the age of 41, do I expect them to go out there and perform on a night-to-night basis when you have those three guys? Of course. But when you look at, and I know we've been talking about the way this roster is constructed, there is some truth to that because you look down to the rest of the bench and the guys that come in to play, they're not ready to go. So when you look at
why is that, though? Why aren't they ready to go?
Because you can't coach energy and effort when you're JJ Redick. Energy and effort is a thing that you got to have within you as a basketball player.
I think it's got to come from the leadership of the team as well.
So with that being said, Luka Doncic is instead of sitting there bickering, complaining at the referees,
get your big butt up and run.
How about you take that energy, as far as that you insert into the referees, and translate that and getting back on the defensive end of the basketball court? And that's something that goes to JJ Redick, where yes, there's frustration with that, because instead of taking it out on the referees, how about you sit there and tell them, hey, man, I get it that you're getting fouled at a certain point of the game, but we need you to get back on defense because you're hurting our guys by not doing so.
Don't they watch film? Don't they have film breakdowns? Don't you point that crap out? I mean, that's usually what happens when you play games, right? You have film study. Don't you circle that? Hey, we can't have this.
You would hope so. I want to go back to what you said, what you asked him, because I think it's a really good question. Did Laker fans expect this version of the Lakers, the 2025, 2026 Lakers, to be radically different than the team that ended last year? No. There was no reason to think that this would be different. This was virtually the exact same team. It was basically the exact same team until they traded away Gabe Vincent and brought in Luke Kennard. That's really the only thing that has changed. So, yeah, I do. And why I think that, I don't want to say I'm okay with punting on a year, but I understand why they're punting on a year, is because until LeBron James is gone, this is what you have. You're kind of boxed into where you are. There really aren't a lot of moves to be made. There aren't a lot of players that you can go get until the end of this season, where you free up a couple of more draft picks that you can trade. Until LeBron comes off the books, you have a little more money to spend. You know what you're going to do with Austin Reeves long term. Like, you're going to start to see one of these things. But when you're playing the same poker hand 2 years in a row, you're going to get the same result.
So I go back to my original point. Now a full day ago, but for purposes of this show, 2 hours ago. Why do we think JJ Redick is the long-term option to be head coach of the Lakers? Why?
And my answer hasn't changed.
He can't seem to make this team better.
Okay.
He can't seem to get Luka, one of the best players in the world, and somebody they have promised the franchise to play defense.
Okay, so
or even get better at defense.
I keep going to this. Then they're one game outside of the 3 seed.
And 2 games out of the 7.
Right.
Yeah, they're all bunched together.
In a very competitive West.
Yes.
And they've won.
And they're hanging.
They've won more than they've lost
Except they lose to good teams.
Yes.
That's a bit of a problem.
That's
you're not a very good point.
So who do you play in the playoffs?
Right.
You play the bad teams or the good teams?
But you're trying to make, I'm going to use the poker analogy again. You're saying, well, why can't he? Because you can't win the pot with a pair of 7s.
Maybe if everybody else,
unless something extraordinary happens, you're going to have to wait till we deal new cards,
right.
And then we can see whether or not he knows how to play poker.
Okay,
but he's right. You're not sure if he's going to be the long-term answer. We don't know.
We don't, and I'm not saying that he is, but I'm also not saying that he isn't. I don't think that we know right now.
Are you saying he isn't the answer, or you just don't know?
I'm just asking the question.
I think this, but honestly, I think this is going to be. I'm not even like. This is going to be the biggest offseason for the Los Angeles Lakers, especially in this Luka Doncic prime era. This is going to be the biggest offseason for Rob Pelinka and the Lakers front office, especially when you start to insert Mark Walter, Andrew Freeman, all those different guys, what Travis likes to say, the smart people in the room where it's not family operated, where there's actually going to be real analytics, real numbers game, real resources to provide this team. This is going to be one of the biggest offseasons for the Los Angeles Lakers. I know we want to go back into this past offseason, but look, they got DeAndre Ayton. And we knew what they were going to get when they acquired DeAndre Ayton. When the Lakers made the trade last year for Dorian Finney-Smith, you knew that as soon as the playoffs were going to come around, they were going to dig themselves in a hole because they didn't have the right size to compete with the Minnesota Timberwolves. They're running into the same issues going into this year. They can't defend. They don't have the right personnel to do what JJ wants to do schematically on both ends of the basketball court. That is the reason why that's for JJ Redick. I'm not really going in that mode of like it's time to move on for him because he has had his hands tied these past couple off seasons, and this is why this one is going to be the biggest one. So if they don't have success going into next season, then there's going to be real concerns going in.
I think that's when you can get
cement, galoshes, everything.
I think there's a data point that says he is the right guy, and I think there's a data point that's more to what you're asking, Chris. And the data point for Luka specifically, like, are they better this year than they were a year ago? For the first time in Luka's career, at least, or the first time in many years, let's put it that way, we're not talking about his fitness, right? We're just not talking about it. It's a non-topic. He went and got in pretty good shape, very good shape, and we're not talking about, hey, What if he was a little lighter? Would we, we're done with that. And I'll give JJ credit. We sat in here and listened to that Laker end of the season press conference, and one of the first words out of his mouth was basically, and he said it in code, but everybody heard it clear as a bell, was he's got to get in better shape.
Mm-hmm. Championship level shape.
Yeah, championship level shape. That's what it was. And that clearly landed how he wanted to. Luka went and got in great shape. That's a win for JJ. Now, the question about complaining about referees and not playing defense. Now, again,
he's still the leading scorer.
I think that's the problem. It's like, are you going to turn him into a great defender? I don't know. Could you get the bitching to come down a little bit, to the complaining and all that? Yeah, maybe a little bit, but dude, that guy's hardwired like that. He's just going to do that.
You may need somebody else on the floor to get him out of that. That's what I mean. The next, whoever you bring in,
like a teammate you're talking about.
A teammate,
yeah.
I hope has that kind of cachet that could speak to him on his level. We can't have this if you want to win.
Yeah, I think that would be like, hey, dude, you're killing us with that. Like,
Correct.
I know you're, but we need you to play defense. We need you to get back on the other end of the court.
I'm surprised LeBron doesn't do it, but LeBron can't really say anything because he's old and he's on defense. He's struggling sometimes.
I think you could say it. I don't know if it would work, but I don't think LeBron.
Yeah, you don't think Kyrie Irving said something too?
I'm sure Kyrie Irving said something. I'm positive he said something.
I mean,
but I feel like though, like, yeah, LeBron can say something, but he knows. He knows when he looks down at the bench, he's like, I mean, look who we have, man.
Yeah, You're not going to bench him. Know what I mean? It's like you don't have your greatest weapon as a coach is playing time, right?
So let me ask you this.
Well, he's going to play every minute of every game that he wants to play in.
I think they're fully aware of what this team
was. Nico Harrison right about Luka?
What, as far as like defense wins championships, that part?
Yeah. Was he right?
No.
Because he built a pretty good team around Luka.
He did. Look, they had more success with Luka than the Lakers have had so far. And I think the so far matters a great deal here. It's going to matter less the further we get away from the trade, but they were hamstrung with what they could do last year. They're hamstrung with what they could do this year. At the end of this year, the options open up significantly. 2 more picks to trade. LeBron off the books, potentially. That is a massive change. New brains in the building making different decisions. That's the new thing, as opposed to them being boxed into this. Now, your question a year from now, I think, is entirely fair.
Correct.
Right now, I think it's premature.
It's a year too early. Sorry, Chris, because we literally just celebrated Luka being here for a
year ago, and they have the same record a year later. So I don't think it's a year too early.
I think it is.
No, not at all. You got Luka a year ago with this team and this head coach. You should be better a year later. It shouldn't be just a wash. You have LeBron James. You can't build because everybody said keep LeBron. You have to keep LeBron. You have to get somebody better than AD, and you got him. You got Luka Doncic. And now it's, LeBron's old. Roster construction. If roster construction is so bad, DeAndre, why is Rob Pelinka handling this summer? Why is he your general manager?
I think we talked about that.
We'll see.
Yeah, we talked about that too.
I think that's a much more fair question.
I'm starting to come around the Greg
there
side.
are way more data points on that question than there are on the
Laura,
JJ question.
Based on what you just said, that you think it's a year too early, do you trust Rob Pelinka to make that decision this summer?
I do not.
Okay.
I do not. But
So you know what other decision Rob Pelinka made? JJ Redick.
Okay, but we talked about
this.
Maybe, but he's part of the room, is he not?
Look at you.
Maybe.
I just
you like that, DeMarco? I told you the Greg Berman content school.
Here's the thing, though, Chris, really quick. The fact that now it's JJ's thing. It's like going back. Everybody here has said it, and I was munching on chips, so sorry. But the thing is, JJ hasn't had his full deck of cards. Everybody here said it right now.